And welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty channel, where I'm passionate about, boom, I got it. Passionate about helping all victims of all ages, all genders, all around overcome the fear of facing the abusers to become survivors. So over here on this channel, we all about health, wealth, and well-being and healing from, oh, look at here, we got stuff happening already. I'm just excited about what's happening today and what's going to be happening on tomorrow. And thank all of my new subscribers that's come out to uh, join me here on this here All Around Natural Beauty channel. We got Jackie Barty. Hey, all right. We got our own time people. Hello and welcome my beauties and beautifuls to the channel. Let's see. Hey, Courtney. All right. Justice for Shanquella. Yes. Yes. And I've got some new insight about this whole thing too. Yeah, y'all. A lot was on my mind after our last meeting when we had come up with the conclusion that there, all this shadow ban and all this mystery behind the hush hush stuff going on. Anyway, a lot of stuff, lots and lots of stuff. And we're going to talk about it tonight too. All right. And welcome. Oh, hey, Tanika, what's going on? All right. Welcome to my West Coast people. Callie in the hizzy. All right. And looky here. Hey, Maggie, coming through to show some support. Appreciate your support. Always appreciate it. Yes, a lot of new stuff has been going on today. And up until like the very last minute, I was going to do something different. All right. Let's see here. Courtney said, if you pull up Daejhanae Jackson on YouTube, he did a phone interview with Shanquella's sister. Okay. Thank you, Courtney. My number one with information. Let's see what we got going on here. Because I remember that name from our earlier ones, but he's definitely not in the queue. Let me go ahead and see what he's doing there. Wow. While everybody is coming in, come on in and hit the like and subscribe button on your way in the door here while we start getting some more offerings to the to tonight's platform. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've done him before. Okay, let me see here. You say he did. This is a new one. All right, let me click on him and see what new. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm about to we get that one in. We're gonna do that one too. Thank you so much, Courtney. Courtney is a great subscriber. I appreciate you for all your contributions and keeping us focused on what we're doing here. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this. And also today I did notice that, with this whole Meg Stallion thing going on, and kind of, not that there's similarities, but the significance in that is that it seems like things are changing where, this happened to a woman and it looks like there may be, some gestures or something like this coming up for us women. And, through this Meg Thee Stallion, maybe we could, kind of piggyback off of that too, to make sure this stays in the focus here too, since there's hasn't been anybody detained for this or, under, arrest or something like that, So I don't know, y'all. This one here, all the information we found out over the last week or so has been, just a little bit disheartening, especially when we learned about, what we do know about the case as far as like, it's in Mexico's jurisdiction. We learned that Mexico have their own issues with femicides and that they, kind of go investigated and unpunished. Like people are getting away with it. They have their own issues with it, where there's, they're number 5 in the world as far as femicide. So if they have their own issues with it, and they're not really, punishing their own people. I was just, concerned about the likelihood of them, using their resources, their very limited resources, since they are considered a poor country that is full of corruption, that, maybe they're not the ones to prosecute this thing, that maybe we should be hoping that we get the good old US of A to do something about it. And hey, and Mac, what's going on? He said good night at RN and the chat. Okay, good night. Yeah, so we're with that. And so I was just feeling like that was something to think about, like, now that maybe they are putting some attention to some justice for women, that we could, make sure that we, try and get as much extra support as we can with all of the things. And I thank everybody for coming in and clicking the like button on your way in here. And since Courtney, this is your second time, I believe, giving an offering to the group, we're going to do your video first. All right, this video is from Gerald, and it's from today, and it's a few hours old. It's an exclusive. Shanquella Robinson's sister, Quilla Long, speaks with the North Carolina Beat. And y'all gonna have to excuse me for a minute while I get this here video ready. I'm about to come out this here jacket because it's back. I was really cold earlier today, but y'all know I'll be 52 on the 15th, and these flashes, one is getting ready to come. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of this really quick before I run into some issues here. Hold tight for me just a second here, y'all. Let me get ready to share this here screen. First video coming from contribution from our lady here, Courtney. All right, so here we go. We're going to show this video. This is from Courtney. This is a YouTuber, Gerald. We seen his videos too. In the beginning 2 weeks we watched something from him. So this will be a new contribution, Gerald. And I just told y'all the title. So let's take a why are you trying to cut on? I'm holding it, the girl. I'm trying to see if it's gonna go back away, but yeah, I'm about to come up out of this in just a moment here. Here we go. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Let's let Gerald do his thing and lang here.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the North Carolina Beat. It's your boy Gerald Jackson. It is such a pleasure that I have the opportunity to speak one-on-one over the phone with Shanquella Robinson's sister this morning, Quilla Long. This is a pre-recorded video. So to all of those who are watching, thank you so much. And don't forget to hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson. Still to this day, it has not changed. We want Cabos 6 arrested, sent back to Mexico to do their time where they did the crime. Yes. And I want to just say thank you all so much for supporting this family. Thank you all so much for sharing Shanquella Robinson's story. Yep. And right now, I want to say, Quilla, thank you so much for taking this opportunity to speak with me.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. How are you doing? Oh, go ahead.
Every day is different. I'm not gonna say every day. I'm gonna say every hour, every minute, every second, because 2 days ago, when was it, Saturday? I was in a good mood Saturday. I'm kind of in a slump today, so every day is different. I could be happy an hour from now, and an hour after that, I'm back in a slump.
Yeah. Wow. And I know that's hard, for the simple fact that, just thinking about everything that has transpired, and the lies, that were told, to you and your family in y'all's face. How's mom doing?
Mom is the same. Everybody's pretty much the same.
Mm.
It's different every day for each of us.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
How's Mr. Bernard doing?
His is pretty much the same too. He's taking it a lot harder, and I think that's more because that was his only child.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He had future plans, we all did, but he especially wanted certain things.
Wow.
Yeah. I just, Quilla, is just so crazy how everything is transpiring, and I know a lot of things are being put out that's not true.
Right.
And I know, we've spoken, about these things, and it's like, where are these people coming up, with these things? Now, I do want to ask you, you were there, before all of this went viral, you saw Khalil Cook, Daejhanae Jackson, and Winter Donovan, and you spoke to them when they came to your house, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you kind of tell me what was that conversation like?
Pretty much asking them what happened on the trip.
Yeah.
And asking them pretty much what we heard happen. And of course they denied it.
Yeah.
They sat here and said there wasn't any type of fight, no hands was thrown. You know how the young kids talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know I've seen people say that they came in here and they ate. I don't recall them. They didn't eat anything.
Right.
Actually.
Yeah.
We all had them in one room talking to them.
Right.
And I know that night, of course, if we knew then what we know now, they wouldn't have left my house because it was nothing but family here.
Ooh.
All hell would have broke loose. So
Wow.
you know they wasn't gonna come in here and tell us that they was fighting her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Them girls came one night, and I believe that was Tuesday night. After that, we didn't see them anymore. Only person that kept coming was Khalil, and I think that was just more to get information to report back to them to tell them what he knew.
Wow.
Or what we knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wasn't concerned at all. He just wanted to see what was going on.
Try to see what was going on. I see I got it. They got to know that somebody sent that video to somebody, half of it. So he probably trying to see, have we seen it yet?
Possibly. And when they came over there, they told y'all alcohol poisoning.
Wow.
They said alcohol poisoning, which we all were still skeptical about it.
Yeah.
But us thinking that Khalil was a true friend to her,
Right.
and we're going off of what he said. It kind of took everything away. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we was thinking we could trust him and he would be honest with us.
Right. Because at the time you had no reason not to trust him.
Yeah, we had no reason not to.
Wow.
Yeah, this is someone that's been on family vacations. I mean, and knowing your
and
sister
for years, and we just all went to Vegas last year in October, around the time that they took their trip to Cabo. We was all in Vegas last year.
Wow.
He was with us and about 10 of my cousins. We all out there having a good time.
And he wasn't funny, acting strange or.
No, he wasn't. And to be honest with you, I liked Khalil.
Yeah.
He didn't show it. You wouldn't have thought him to be that malicious. You wouldn't have took him to be that. Yeah. And I think that's more fucked up than anything, because I kept saying, my cousin kept saying, no, something ain't right about that. And I kept saying, I don't think that dude would do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And damn, there it is. Clear as day. And I know I've seen people say, when my mama do her interviews, she ain't showing no type of emotion. She ain't crying. What crying gonna do? Them motherfuckers came over here and cried. They boo-hoo tears.
Ooh.
Wow.
And they murdered her. So what crying? When you see somebody cry, what does that fucking mean nowadays?
Ooh, come on, sister.
It don't mean nothing. My mama breaks down every night. We both been here fighting through this.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to get on TV and show you that. We tired of showing you everything else. And then they saying that, the mama must be lying. Hell, my mama was fed a lie. So she telling you what was told to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are so ugly. And that's so sad, y'all, that people would do that. And, you know, these people have already suffered a horrific situation, and to have it publicized and televised, or, you know, broadcasted, what's the terms y'all use nowadays? Uploaded across the entire everything. And then to have these gremlins making mean, unsensitive statements like that about someone's emotional, I mean, ugh. And those are your clues right there. Those are people that are on the side of these wicked people. Those are the other wicked participants down there. This is super sad, super sick here. Got some new people. Welcome. Ken Clark says, would have left in body bags. Exactly. So I'm sure, man, they were grateful that the spirit protected them, that they didn't know what happened before they showed up there. Wow. Tanika Till says, since when does alcohol poisoning cause black eyes and busted lips? Exactly. Justice Power says, hello, my lovely. Hello, lovely, beautifuls. Yes, thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. This here, you know, to hear the pain in the sister's voice like that, and to know that they had to read those kind of statements, or people are saying that kind of stuff, it's just despicable. A snake eventually strikes. Exactly. And that's why I always tell you guys, it's so important to look, listen, and feel for energy. You know, look, listen, and feel for energy. If someone is envious of you, that goes very deep and very dark, Most of the people who are envious of you will, you know, keep it on the low, so you won't know until it's too late. And most of the people that are generous and giving, carrying all these great qualities, good personality, that's very generous, they never can imagine that someone would be jealous of them, because in their mind, you know, they're sharing. I'm sharing what I have with you, so why would you be jealous of me when I'm sharing with you? You know, you're getting everything that I'm getting. I'm sharing it with you freely. Like, why would you be jealous? So the person, you know, is just walking around not thinking that they're in any type of danger. But envy, you know, could be deadly really quick. Okay, I'm happy. Thank you for that video, Courtney. It's really good. And Tanika says, people are hateful. Yes, that is true. People are extremely hateful. That's why you want to know how to feel when people try to be secretive about it. Hey, NECA. All right, what happened? Yeah, so we're playing a video from Gerald, and it's the sister, Shanquella's sister, Quilla, and she is talking. Apparently, you know, there were some people in comments judging the mother's emotions, saying that she's not crying or some old baloney stuff, you know. And I was just, you know, pointing out that the people that say those kind of things are mostly wicked and are on the side of the people that did that to Shanquella. They are on that side. All right, so we're gonna get back off into the video here. I just wanted to step in there to remind us to beware of jealous spirits, jealous energy in other people.
Something else, and you know what? It's always our own. Yeah, it's our own people.
It is
own people.
Yeah, our own people.
You said that. You said that your
own people is always instead of you trying to say the mama ain't crying enough for you, then when she get up there and do cry, then what? She didn't cry long enough?
Yeah. Right. Or cry too much.
She didn't cry hard enough, or there was fake crying.
Yeah, don't take all that.
Nobody has to show you their pain. You can see that in her face. She's exhausted. We all are tired. Our life has been changed. And what I mean by that, it's in the public view.
Yes.
That's the worst thing that can, it's been great because it has been positive. And what I mean by that, I got 100 of messages in I had to shut down my Facebook, take a break from it for a while. Yeah. I got millions of messages. I got over 3,000 something new friend requests. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I got a bunch of messages in my Instagram.
Love, right.
Yeah, it's nothing but love though. Yeah. So to be honest, the love that the world has shown us has kind of made it put some ease to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
We go out in public, everybody knows us. Our life has completely changed.
Wow.
And I don't know what God they serve, the ones telling us that she should show some type of emotion. Our God is hell of a honey. We strong over here.
Yes,
Strong. Come on now.
Yeah.
We strong over here.
on.
We got to stand up, and we don't want to do these interviews. They keep telling us we got to put it out. We got to keep her name going. We don't want to do these interviews.
But that's what we're here for.
We don't want to. I don't want to be on TV. I did a press conference right before her rally, and I think I made 3 or 4 statements. Now my picture everywhere.
Everywhere.
Then they took the video and said that I said that they was arrested.
Right.
We don't even have the sense enough to go in and pull up the whole video.
Wow.
You see, you got to know that people sending out clippings and cutting videos.
Yeah.
Cutting the chopping them
Oh,
up.
yo, we got to do that.
Remember somebody was saying that not Diane Grace. If I say Diane Sawyer, but what's her name? Grace, Amazing Grace, somebody's called her. That somebody was accusing her of doing some copy pasting with some of these interviews. Nancy Grace. Okay, there we go. Nancy Grace. So hey, maybe a little bit better.
We got to do better. And it's just so crazy, like, and I think it's these struggling YouTubers that don't know.
That's what it is. We know you get money for them likes. But then you don't have to be negative about it or try to bring down somebody who's already going through so much. Tell the truth. And the truth would be, why the FBI haven't called nobody? Why they haven't arrested or questioned nobody? Get out here and call the embassy. We don't put up all type of numbers for you. You could reach out to people, even them put up people emails. Email people, do that. Get on your platform and say, people, let's make these calls. Let's do this. Let's do this. Why are you trying to address something, trying to bring something negative out of it?
Thank you.
Exactly. And to sit here and talk about Miss Salamandra and everything she's going through, like you said, she don't have to show y'all no emotion. And if she did, you still will have something.
And she's showing it. You can see the pain and the hurt in her face. How dare anybody to say that otherwise? Like I said, those are clues. When people are doing that, those are the people that want to distract, right? They want to distract you. They want you to not say anything. They want you to keep your voice down. Keep it down. That's why they're trying to keep, make all this stuff on the low. But like I said, over here, we don't do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking. We speaking out the names of the victims, Shanquella Robinson, when we speaking out the names of these abusers. And that's what we're doing over here. No more moments of silence.
Say you still have something to say.
You don't know what they are going through or how many tears she have cried behind closed doors. Do you not think that when this family is trying to do interviews that they trying to stay strong so they can get out what they're trying to say so you can understand them? I mean,
you know how many times we've had to stop an interview and we'll start that over. We got to get ourselves together.
Yeah.
They don't realize that because they haven't been through it, so they don't know nothing about it.
They don't know anything about it.
Hell, it's hard for us.
Right. I put up a video the day of her rally. I was actually happy that day.
Yeah.
I had to dance a little bit. I got to find my happy place. I had somebody comment under that. It's too soon for that. Well, motherfucker, what you want me to do?
Thank you.
Do you want me to continue to sit in my room and bring in this darkness?
We supposed to
I got to get up. I got to move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, absolutely. People
haters.
They have tried everything and it's not everybody, because a lot of people, we stand behind y'all. You already know where I am. You already know I love y'all, and
we love you. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be where it's at, because the news would tell us, no, you can't say their names, no, you can't do that. I had that phone conversation with you. Names and pictures.
Everything.
Boom, there it is. No problem. And that's what started. People got to realize that too. They keep telling us to do that.
All right.
If it wasn't for us doing that, nobody would know.
We would still be in there. We would still right.
All you know is that something happened to some girl in Cabo. Now look at all the stuff that you know. You got her name. You hashtagging it.
Y'all hear that?
We rallying. The world is talking about it. Everybody is mad about it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All of that out of that, and you still get a group of negative people, our people again,
black people.
Black people trying to bring the worst out of it.
Trying to bring the worst out of someone. And at this point, you put all that energy into this negative, put it into calling the FBI, ask them.
That's what I'm talking about. Do that. Do that.
Do something positive with your life. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? That's, and you know what? And then this cousin, you know, I spoke to you about this girl who.
Right. I told you, I didn't even know who she was. We got all kind of cousins now.
Wow.
Like you done hit the lottery or something.
Yeah. That's another thing. Quit believing everything you see and what everybody posts.
Exactly.
Like that's like when they said, "Oh, she's been arrested." That girl haven't been arrested. Then you get everybody putting up, "She was arrested. She was arrested," which that was good, but it was false information.
False information.
Y'all hear that? So now we know for sure, even though we had already deduced that, but now we hear for sure. See there? So I'm just grateful that you know, this young man is putting out this information from horse's mouth.
False information. They're not going to tell the media nothing that we do not know.
Thank you.
They're not going to tell you guys something and we don't have a clue about it.
That's what I kept on telling them, sis. I kept on saying, like, the prosecutors and the police, they are representing the estate of Shanquella Robinson, okay? Shanquella's family, her sister, her mom, her dad, they are over her estate. So if anything related to this case, the family will be the first one, the authorities notified.
They're going to call both of us and they ain't even going to relate the information over the phone. They'll have us come in.
Thank you.
They'll have us come in and tell us what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
wow.
Yo, and then when this Mexican reporter had reported it, and you know, I told the people there's been no arrest, and then Tamika Mallory told the people there has been no arrest. Then they want to get mad at him, but y'all have already said it a week before he even wrote it up that she was arrested. So she done got arrested 2 times. No arrest.
No arrest. Nobody has been arrested.
Yeah, nobody.
No one has been arrested in this case.
That's what we need to use these platforms for.
All right. So look here, y'all. I'm glad. Thank you again, Courtney, for because I didn't run into this video, and I was again this close to saying, well, maybe I need to stop talking about it. I don't want to feel like I'm beating a dead horse, and I'm sure that is the reason why, you know, this energy has been out there like that, to encourage us to kind of be quiet and kind of like let this thing go, you know. So I want to give a shout out to Unbiased Unbossed, who came up here and blessed us the other night with a lot of information. And then we were all kind of toying around with the idea how after Nancy Grace got a hold to the story, that it was almost like there was no more searching, no more nothing happening for this whole Shanquella Robinson. And people were concerned that it was just going to be like a cold case, or like no one was going to be held accountable for it. Because we had discovered that Mexico has their own problems with femicide. And, you know, as it's a poor country, that maybe they may not put resources to, you know, prosecuting a Black American for, you know, femicide on another Black American. So I was hoping that our best case scenario would be that we could get them for some type of planning, or some type of, you know, some type of breaking the law here in good old US of A. All right, so here we go. Peace and blessings to the chat and host. Thank you so much, Anika. Hit the like button, family. Thank you. I appreciate you. That is so great for you to say that, because I know I haven't done it yet. Max says, welcome, friends. and Nick was BTV. All right. There we go. Nice. Hey, my bro, Mac. And thank y'all for coming in, hitting that like button on your way into Little Miss. Hey, Little Miss. I ain't seen you in a little minute here. Did you see Nazir's video? No, a recent video from Nazir. I didn't know there was something recent? No. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And Niqua says, that's so immature and don't know how people mourn differently. Exactly. Hey, all right. David, Carmina. Hi, Natural Beauty. Just showing some love. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, beautiful. Appreciate that. And see, Tanika said, I can't believe how silly some people are. Yeah. And people do that to be more mean and wicked. Like I said, these narcissists, they enjoy causing you grief, right? Even if they come get off into, why go to someone's platform and just protest and, make a stink there? If they're talking about something that you don't like or you don't disagree with, just click to the next video, click someplace else. You don't have to click there. And then to waste the time to, put the energy out there to be negative, because you're only going to reap what you sow. So it'd be smarter to plant some positive seeds so you can start getting some blessings and you won't have to hate as much. All right. So anyway, here we go back to this thing over here where we have Tanika saying strong Black women. Yes. Thank you. Hey, Jen Juice, what's going on here? Jen Juice says people will treat you exactly how they feel about you. Justice for Shanquella. That is so true. And that you need to make that a clue, right? If someone's treating you poorly or you suspect you're being abused, think about that. That means that they don't have any respect for you and, they don't care about you. It's a good point there. And Tanika agrees with that. Says, right. Hey, Shay says, there's some evil people in the world. Plain damn evil. Exactly. So you want to be aware of that, especially those quiet evil people, Those are the ones that you should really be concerned about, because those are the ones that keep the fury down, and then when it explodes, it's like a volcano erupting, and it could, potentially end bad. And Niqua says, I don't know why people are so bizarre. Yes. Now, y'all saw that? I hope y'all proud of me with all these here acronyms. I got it all in one. On the first time, I didn't need no help or nothing. Thank you very much. All right. Jinju says, jealousy and hate are feelings and emotions that you cannot hide. You can feel the energy, but you can't ignore it. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes people do ignore it because, like I said, sometimes you can be too positive. That's why you have to make sure that you're keeping the balance, right? So you keep the balance and see the glass as half full, but remember that there's a, part of it is half empty too. So you have to be aware of the balance so you don't just walk around with rose-colored glasses on thinking everybody is thinking like you, that, it's blessings and giving, those people need to be dog walk. Wow. All right. And Tanika says, my ass won't be going to Mexico if they don't do nothing about this case. Again, like last couple of days ago, we were saying, maybe we need to boycott Mexico. You know what I mean? Maybe we don't need to be spending our resources over there. We can find some other spots to go to. Like I said, I'm about to go check out Colombia, y'all. And I will let you know. I'm going to let y'all know, too, in case we want to get some passport bros and hoes and some new places to go. But anyway, Mexico won't be one of them. Yeah, good one. Thank you. Let's see here. To Tamika Booker. Hey, I ain't seen you in a little minute there. Hello and blessings to all. Thank you so much, beautiful. Welcome back. Welcome back. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share the video too, y'all, since they trying to what y'all called it? Shadow ban us. How they, they did the thing, what they did over there. Y'all know we had talked about it. NMAX says, I don't believe that you nor other content creators should be quiet. I believe folks are using clickbait with false updates and fabricated narratives. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, now every time I, because I was I was getting ready to say, now I'm going to just do something else. And then I saw people were showing up and I was like, wow, people, if everyone else is still fighting for it and still wanting to lift the voice, then, I guess I'm going to keep being the voice and, until, I'm going to keep doing it too, because like we had saw that it's a lot of us even have our own incidents of femicides in our situation. Like I spoke about my oldest son's little sister, Brittany Jasmine Hines, who was found, her body was found in Arizona, 2 states away from her state of California. And by them leaving the body over so many states, nobody wanted to, no law office wanted to take on the case pretty much. So it was just kind of, kick the can down the road. And, here we are 11 years later with nothing. And, nobody cares, right? Because it's another woman, right? So we are aware that the value on women's lives has been, is just very low. It's very diminished. So thank you very much, MAC. Very important there. All right. And Courtney agrees with you. Thank you, Courtney. Jen Juice, if you can count your true friends on one hand, you are doing great. Everyone else is an acquaintance. Personally, I don't even want any friends, but Jesus. Okay, all right. And then again, remember, y'all, this is the abusers want you to feel this way. They want you to stay isolated. That's why it's important that you heal yourself. Like I said before, when you get on the airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you try to help the person next to you. And that's because if I'm fumbling around trying to help you get your oxygen on, I'm going to pass out from lack of oxygen. You're going to pass out because you were counting on me to be able to help you. So the best thing that you can do for anybody is to help yourself by putting on your oxygen. That means getting emotionally healed and healthy so you can be an example of what that looks like. And then you'll be attracting healthy people into your life. And that's how you're able to help people, by being the best you that you can be. Ken Clark says, God bless baby girl Shanquella. I still get disgusted thinking about it. That's why it's good to be mean as hell. It's good to be mean as hell at times. You cannot be nice all the time. And see, this happens when we've been victimized so much to where, to get those feelings. That's why I want to caution everybody to not feel that way, because this is exactly how the abusers want you. So you can just be isolated and not feel comfortable communicating and communing with other people. And that's where the strength is in the commune, and actually, being survivors, group of survivors, where we are comfortable talking about the abuse, because it's not your fault if you were abused. You can't help if someone abused you. But if you're still here, that means that you are a survivor, and you owe it to yourself and the people behind you to get out of being a victim and to heal and become a survivor, so you could, walk in all of your goodness. Max says, on one new thing that I learned today, apparently it was Nazir's birthday that they were celebrating. That he was the last to arrive. Yeah, I had heard that it was supposedly Daejhanae's birthday. Like, so, there's multiple stories on whose birthday it was. And I had heard that it was Daejhanae's birthday. At first, I heard that it was Nazir's birthday. And then the next story was that it was Daejhanae's birthday. And now you're bringing back the fact that it was Nazir's birthday. Again, they keep distorting all the details and stuff, to keep us all confused. It's called gaslighting. All right, here we go. Getting close here. We're going to get finished with this here video in one moment. Nick Wa says, we are underprotected and underappreciated. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That is so true. That is so true. And that's why it's important that we, get some justice here, so we can start feeling more safe, because, it's really, it's rough being a woman, because, depending on how you respond to some of the men, they could, react in an angry way. If some of them get angry if you don't smile back at them and stuff. And sometimes you don't want to smile back, because if you smile back, they may take to mean more than what it really is. So it's like you kind of in a not a great situation here, because the amount of hatred that is felt towards women is so much more out there, nowadays than it was back in my day. Like back in my day, it wasn't this bad. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty tough now. Wanted to point out that Gerald has said there are fake Instagram pages of Shanquella's mom going around. Yeah, I had heard that too, because because I heard the mom say that she hadn't posted on Instagram in a while, and this was a couple of weeks ago when this thing first started happening. So good point there. And Ken Clark said that's true. Just have to turn on and off switch. That's true. Yeah, you have to find a balance. I agree with you, Ken, too. It's all about setting boundaries too, because once you discover that someone's abusing you, it doesn't matter who the person is. You have to set boundaries and go no contact and free yourself from that, because you don't deserve to be abused. All right, so let's go ahead and get finished up here. I appreciate this interview that Gerald has given us here. Good information.
That's what we need to use the platforms. We'll keep their face out there, keep Shanquella's name out there, because Quilla, they are moving and acting like they ain't did nothing.
Yes, I said the same thing.
I'm not even gonna say they living their best life. At her rally, Sunshine Anderson got up there and she said it best. That don't nobody want to be around them, actually.
Yeah.
They're not happy right now. Yeah. They can't go nowhere right now.
They can't show their face.
And if they are going somewhere or are going to somebody's job, somebody at the job feeling funny about it.
Yeah.
Sure is.
And they gonna let us know where they're at. And guess what we gonna do? Shut them down. Make them go back in the house.
Yep.
Make them go back in the house.
Yep. I told y'all they hide in the basement.
Coming out at all. They got their cousins coming out. They got their mamas coming out somewhere. They ain't moving. They sitting in the house.
I told y'all, I said they ain't running nowhere. They just staying in the house. They in the basement somewhere hiding. They can't afford to go nowhere. You know what I mean? They hiding. They in the house. They just staying in the house.
Then they done did what they did to my sister. Yeah. What you think they see when they get online now?
Nothing but Shanquella.
Nothing but Shanquella. What you think they see when they cut on the TV? Because that's all that we see.
That's all we see.
That's all we see. So our grieving is hard. We can't grieve. We can't grieve until we get a peace of mind and we can actually log into something or turn on something and it's not nothing dealing with her.
Yeah.
Or
I ain't resting. I don't know how long. I don't even sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody told me I look good for what I going through. I damn sure do.
You do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All of y'all don't even look like what you're going through or what you've been through. That's how you know God is good. That's how you know
That's why I say our God is hell of a honey.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I had put up a posting because sources spotted Elise yesterday down there at her job up there in High Point. Have you heard about that?
Yeah. I heard about it, and actually some things that do go out, people reach out to me. Yeah. And I know you told me some stuff on it, but and I've seen that people went into the into the reviews.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut them down. I called.
I seen that.
Yeah, and I called Quilla, and the lady was like, "We understand everybody's concern. I'm going to get it over and to another department." And they transferred her to his voicemail, and I laid they ass out. I said, I don't know who over this, who run this, who the doctors is, and who ain't the doctors, but y'all have a mother. You know what I'm saying? Possible accomplice to murder working for y'all, and she don't need to be there. If we got to schedule appointments to fill up y'all calendar for nobody to show up, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
We do it.
But it's justice for Shanquella Robinson, and it's fuck everybody else. Excuse my language, sis, but it's fuck everybody else for me.
I already know.
And it's just crazy, you know. And I remember when I first spoke to y'all, and Khalil kept coming over, and then he would, you know, I guess when y'all would bring up the conversation about Shanquella, he'll start sweating and grab his beard.
You would, you know, now we can look back, you know, when something done happened, you can look back and say, that's why he was doing that. That's why they was doing this.
Yeah.
He would be in here sweating and pacing and pulling his beard and to be honest, now that I think about it, you think he was coming down off of something. You know what I mean? And the first thing I thought that, okay, it might be because he's seen her death. You know what I mean? Not thinking that he was part of it or caused it.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
So it's so much. It's so much stuff, and it's so much that I want to know. And we would never know until one of them start talking or be brought in for questioning. Because I want to know what happened, how it went from this to that. Why is you out there? Why are y'all out there fighting her? Why is she naked?
Yeah.
You know, I can only go off of how I knew that she slept. She was sleep naked. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff I want to know. And when I seen that video, man, that did something to me. It made me wish that I was there because I'm the motherfucking fighter.
Yeah.
You know, and my sister is not a fighter.
Right. And you know what? Just for them, like, why did Khalil bring them over there? Like, did he say, "Oh, I'm gonna bring them over here," or they just showed up?
We wanted to talk to them. We wanted to know where the girls at. Well, you know, and we was thinking, death done happen. Why haven't they came by the house and paid their respects?
Yeah,
that was more of what that was. And then we wanted to know what was going on because we got phone calls saying, no, it was no alcohol poisoning. They was fighting her. They was over there jumping on her. And we got all kind of phone calls. I don't even know. And some people we didn't even know.
Right. So whoever was over there or who was on that FaceTime,
they got back and started talking. That's the problem with this generation. You know, you pull out your phones to film everything. Yeah. And that's what did it. And we just waiting. It's got to be another part to the video because that didn't cause her death.
Yes, it did.
That's what I would say. That's what I was like.
It's got to be.
Yes, it did, y'all. That's why I know that there's no other fighting video because the video that we were able to see when the person that they are saying is the Daejhanae person that slung her over from the neck, we saw the neck snap and the break in the back. And for this video, I didn't approve myself. For those of you who don't know, I've been a nurse for the last 30 plus years, and I spent many years working with spinal cord injury patients. I spent many years working in trauma, so I know what a traumatized body looks like, a body that's been in a car accident. I've taken care of patients with spinal cord injuries from the C vertebrae, you know, and I've done that before, and I know what that looks like. And we saw that. We saw the back broken and contorted, and the head knocked off of the axis. So that, and we heard the autopsy, death certificate, death report that stated that the cause of death was atlas luxation and the spinal cord injury, and that the time of death would be 15 minutes after that injury. And that is due to the fact that a broken neck, you don't have the brain, the signals for the brain to do the breathing has been severed. So there's no breathing. And we know that you can only survive for so long without oxygen. And that's why they could safely say that the time of death would be 15 minutes after the injury, after that injury that we all saw. We get a couple more of these comments here. Here's a new name here. D Fire says Nazir's birthday was October 22nd and Daejhanae's was the 30th. Okay, so that makes sense that they were possibly selling, doing two for one here. Nazir said he was extending his birthday. Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense since we've heard that it was both of their birthday. It makes perfect sense. Thank you, D Fire, for clearing that up. And Tanika Till says, too many conflicting stories. Exactly. And Tamika, zombified is how they want us. Nope and nah. Exactly. You know, just kind of whatever thou sayeth and just kind of going along with the flow here. Jinju says, who is protecting those 6 hood rats, allowing them to be able to hide and avoid being arrested? If they found Osama bin Laden in a hole, why can't they find these rats? Yeah, it's not, I don't think that they can't, it's not that they can't find them. It's just that they're not being sought after. They're, you know, they're not wanted. They're not, you know, they're not being, you know, there's no one looking for them. So they're only hiding from the shame that society, you know, is putting on them. They're not hiding from the law at all. Because you know, no one's they're not being sought after, unfortunately, Gen Juice. Yeah. All right, MMAX says at D Fire, thanks, makes sense. Yes, it does. All right, Ken Clark says, if you don't smile back at the Negroes and they get mad, just pull out your gun. Okay, all right. See, that's something that you guys would say, right? But women, we don't think that way, right? And then 2, what if the guy is bigger and is able to take it from you, and then you bring the gun to the party, and and it's not like the men aren't unaliving us women at alarming rates. So, may be smarter to just, try to give a quick smile and scurry along. I don't know. Has to be different ways, but trying to go that route, may just piss the male off even more, since now a lot of them aren't able to control their anger and they're just erupting and unaliving women at their jobs who didn't want to get with them. I click on the computer here, and the opening screen is man arrested for killing coworker who said no. So I thank you very much, Ken Clark. Unfortunately, that's kind of like yeah, it's a little different on our female side here. On this women's side, we don't always have those kind of options. You have to be more cautious because you only have to be unalived once, right? So yeah. D Fire says, MMAC, you're welcome. All right, Ken Clark says, street justice for Shanquella, an eye for an eye. All right, so we gotta be cool with that kind of talk too. Limit says, nah, they not hiding. They still out there clowning. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. What? All right, Tanika says, I hope Shanquella's spirit hunt all they ask until they go crazy. Yes, let's wish for that too. Yes. Shay says, yep, an eye for an eye. All right. And MMAX says, sounds like Neighborhood Watch is reporting all their movements. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate Gerald for what he's, contributing there, making sure that, y'all not going to be comfortable at all, because we're going to keep lifting our voices on this whole justice for Shanquella. And Tamika Booker says, leave them, set a boundary, and get all those chakras in alignment is the way to healing with a lot of self-love. Yes, thank you so much for bringing that point out. That is so true. That is so true. You got to get rid of those negative people, because it is draining. It's draining to you spiritually, mentally, and then you will even feel drained physically too. You know what I mean? So it's very important. Set those boundaries and get back. Like, don't let them put all that negative energy off on you at all. Give it back. And Jinju says, even in death, she still triumphed over those 6 hood rats. Exactly. Yep. Because look at here. I mean, she brought all of us together. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here together, with comfort and, hope for the future on this, if it wasn't for Shanquella. So thank you so much, Jinju. King Clark said, piece of sweating may be burned in hell. Jinju says envy, one of the deadly sins. Exactly. Yes. And Nikwas B's TV says the parents should be ashamed of themselves. Learn behavior. Yeah. So Ken Clark says, do a fast smirk, run, get distance, then pull the pistol out. That's good advice. Okay, I better get some good distance too, because don't forget the males, XY chromosomes have bigger muscles, so they're gonna be faster, and probably have longer legs and stuff like that too. So quick smirk, run, get some distance, then pull it out. Okay, yeah, it's some fair advice, but again, still might be at a disadvantage being a double X chromosome. Being so I won't have all that extra testosterone to give me a boost of speed and strength and all that stuff. So I'll be rolling the dice. So I don't know. And I don't think it'll be smart to smirk at some of you men. Like I said, y'all need to take some more anger management classes if you're expecting to, make any headway. Let me finish this comment here. He said, I'm tired of hearing Black women and girls getting taken out. Thank you. Me too. And we appreciate any men that's, Black men especially, that's supporting that. For years we women feel like, we don't have a voice, no one's listening to us. And then when these things are happening, nobody says anything. Men are just getting away with it, and women are just being more afraid to speak out about it. But thank you so much, Ken. Appreciate that voice coming from a male perspective. Jinju says, the way people pay someone to get somebody smoked. I would, oh my goodness, let me put Jinju's on the side here and read this to the side. Okay. All right, here. Since Jinju's my homie, I'm gonna go ahead and read this one here. The way people pay someone to get somebody smoked, I would do it for free with these 6 rats. It would be a pleasure slinging that iron inside all 6 of them. No cap. Ooh, okay. All right, Jinju says, I hope them 6 hood rats are watching your show and reading the comment, but that's unlikely, probably in their raggedy, crusty basement. Okay, so now we're back at our last little coming into a landing with our video here. And Jen Juice, let me find a sweet, let's see, who said something sweet? Okay, now we go finish the video.
There's got to be something else lingering around.
Yeah.
And it's to the point like, dog, did they throw her down some stairs? Did they throw her out the balcony? How in the world can her neck be severed from her spine?
Yeah, right.
Even if she would have, and what people say, even if my sister was to have survived that, she'd been paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was they doing? And then she looked sluggish in the video to me.
Yeah.
She looked sluggish because her back and neck was broken. And her head was knocked off because after she flung her to the floor, this Daejhanae person, she continued to attack her head and neck. She focused on her head and neck like it was a speed bag. She was on it. She knocked her head off her body. Vicious.
Like she didn't look like when you fight and your adrenaline is pumping. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
she moved slow. She put her hands up on her head to pull her head back. It wasn't no speed to it. So damn, was it a hangover? Was she drugged? It's a lot of stuff and a lot of questions that we have, and I'm pretty sure everybody else do that haven't been answered yet. And that eats us up too.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we simply don't
naked. Even if they did not cause or meant for her death, they was coming back to assassinate a character and to embarrass her. They was gonna put that video up showing that girl jumping on her.
Oh yeah.
They had a plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had a plan.
And I think, and what's more fucked up, her best friend, I'm not even gonna call him at that time. And the person that we know supposed to be her best friend is standing there watching the whole thing.
Low down.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Low
Lied to
down.
us.
Dirty.
For at least it had to be about 2 weeks straight. Maybe a good week and a couple of days.
Yeah.
And ever since that video been launched, we ain't seen him, we ain't heard from him. As soon as I seen the video, I called him. The people went to his house, they weren't answering the doors, and now they ain't even at that house anymore.
What?
I don't know where they staying at.
They done packed up and left.
They
ran out of town.
Quilla, I don't understand how, even like when you just said a few moments ago, even if they did not mean to kill her, right? The best friend standing there watching. Why didn't y'all just come back, or at least Khalil? Now, Nazir, he said he got there late, he went there when everything happened. So, but Khalil, why you just didn't come back and say, Mom, sis, listen, this girl was over there jumping on. You know why? Because y'all would have been like, well, why the fuck you didn't jump in? Why you didn't stop it? And then with Nazir, you say you got there late. You say you weren't there when the fight allegedly happened. But this is your friend of 9 years. This is your friend, and you've been posting about her. But not one time did you come back to Charlotte when you fled back out from Cabo back to.
And he came and told the truth.
Why you ain't coming?
Everybody now is accessory to murder.
Yep.
Yes.
And there's nowhere in hell that he should have walked in that situation. I don't care how late he got to that situation. Right. He had to see something was wrong. Her neck was broke.
Yeah.
She's not moving.
He walked into a body. There was no way if he got there the next day that Shanquella was there. 15 minutes after that attack, she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you paralyzed from your waist down, ain't nothing moving on you.
Neck down.
Mm-hmm. Then you got to think that my sister had a knot on her head. Her eyes were swollen. Her lips were split. We didn't even know if we was going to be able to have an open casket for her. They had to get all of that under control. So he had to see all of that.
Yes.
And that's when I say, I don't know what the fuck Mexico was thinking about, or their authorities over there. They dropped the ball on that.
But they're corrupt.
There's no way they should have been able to leave and come back into the States.
They are corrupt over there, y'all.
No way. No way.
No way. That's what I'm like, how you don't see that? How you not see that? And then check this out, right? You remember there was a video that I posted up and it had Shanquella laying in a hammock, right? Yeah. I don't know if people saw this, but in the fight video, right? If you watch it, you will see a hammock outside right there, like just outside the window. Like if you watching the fight video, you will see a hammock out there. I don't know how many hammocks that they had out there, whatever. But obviously he was in her room if she was in that hammock that's right outside her bedroom where she was, where the fight, happened at.
It was dark. I seen that clip.
You saw that clip? What did you think about
him
Khalil saying, we have our first dead body, she threw for? Have you ever heard that to be a slang since you've been living?
No, I don't. Okay. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I want to say I have though, but no.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be something when you get drunk, I guess these kids say.
Right. Yeah, that's what people were saying. I'm like, I ain't never heard. Now I heard people say, she threw for, or
Yeah, that was something to say, and then she ended up coming up dead though, right?
Right.
Yes.
And that was my purpose of actually putting it out there, because I'm like, but then she winds up dead. Mm-hmm. How, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, people's like, well, why did he have her phone? I mean, they were best friends.
They were best friends. Yeah, he knew her code to her phone.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, oh my gosh, but that was crazy.
Wow.
Now, we saw a picture with a guy with a pink suit on and a boy. I remember I'm sure you remember when I reached out to you about that.
Yeah.
Just to clear up stuff from your mouth, sis, that's Shanquella's godson, right?
Yes, that's her godson and the daddy of that child.
Right. Because you know how social media is. Oh,
dark-skinned dude with dreads. That is father of her godchild.
Right.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend at the time of her passing don't have no social media.
He don't have a social media page. No.
Right.
Okay. And another thing, I get a lot of people ask me about my mama Instagram account. That Instagram that you guys are, I think it got over 20-something thousand people following it. 30-something thousand now. Oh, is it? That is not my mother.
Wow.
So, guys, we have to be, that's when I say we have to be smarter than what we are, man. My mom.
Y'all hear that? Because I am actually a follower, or I was anyway, but yeah. Wow. Okay.
Current Instagram account, you got to ask to be her friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not nothing you can just tap on and become her friend. That's not my mother. What was the name of that Instagram account?
Salamandra _ Robinson.
Okay, that's not. Oh, that's not her.
That's not her Instagram account. And that's what I was telling them. And I was telling them also that from the accounts that we have of everyone that was on that trip, we only know that Nazir is the only one that has spoken out, okay, officially, right? Okay. Because of, his video. So, I mean, they got this page.
I thought we heard, what was this, Stormy Winter. Didn't Winter say some stuff that she was, had did some foul or something like that? I thought Winter also had a video. But I do know for sure that the, Nazir dude, because I did a reaction to his video.
Javalees, and they got this page of Daejhanae, and we like, that's not even their Instagram.
I don't even think they don't shut down all
this stuff. Yeah. And
they don't shut down stuff and change phone numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have their original IG accounts, and none of them that people are sharing are them.
That's not it.
Like, y'all are so gullible. Like, I can make a page of Elise, and y'all gonna believe it's her.
You ain't gonna believe it's her.
You know what I'm saying? And because they can't find like voices of them or something, it's easy for any girl to get online and say, "Hey, I'm Winter." You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Winter really sound like. You know what I'm saying, or what have you. So it's just the misinformation that has been going out there. That is really, really, really just sad. You know what I'm saying? And this family are looking for answers, and they're looking for the truth and what happened. Have you heard about the bull jives and theories and stuff like that? We don't even know what happened.
No. Mm-hmm. I heard that we're supposed to have a Lifetime movie coming out too.
Wow.
Like, my God. I've seen a video where somebody got her dad up, got my mom up, then they got who's supposed to be playing their parts.
Oh,
like,
my goodness.
On,
I know. How
ain't nobody Lifetime contacts y'all.
Nobody told us anything unless they're doing it on their own.
Which would be very disrespectful.
And whoever put that up, it's a young black female. I believe that was her talking, and like, there we go again, our people. The white people ain't doing nothing like this. It's all the black. I haven't seen none of them do anything like that.
I ain't seen them either. I already told them if I don't post, and let me just be clear, because I want to clear this up, sis. Yeah. I am not y'all spokesperson, okay? Baby, listen, y'all better go talk to Miss Tamika Mallory. Shout out to Tamika, okay, Miss Mallory. But I'm just a independent news media outlet that is giving them.
That has helped us.
Yes.
You helped us. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And to give y'all that platform, because when we spoke, that was the first thing, like, oh, we can't see the names. Y'all had the names. And then it was like, I'm going to find their pictures. That's what I told you.
Yeah, you did.
And I found their pictures.
Oh,
and we put it out there because everybody needs to know who these people are that was over there with Shanquella, and there was no reason that she should not be alive and back over here in Charlotte right now.
At home, living her life, living her best life, because that's what she was doing.
Yep.
Living her best life, slaying heads.
Yes.
I mean, some of y'all didn't even get you ain't getting no man until Shanquella did you have. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's be real. Now, some of y'all out there in Charlotte, and Charlotte already know, if it weren't for Miss Shanquella Robinson, you would still be running around here looking like Harpo.
She did a lot of young kids children hair, braids. She did a couple of adults though.
Yeah, well, them couple of adults that she did, sis, they know. They know. Man, when I said Paula,
and the kids miss her. Oh. It's sad. It's a hard thing. It's just not good, and I hate.
Yeah.
I hate she went over there. She didn't need to go on that. That was one trip she didn't need. And what I mean by that next Thursday, we had a family trip we was going on.
Man.
Wow.
Like, I mean, she wasn't turning down no trip. That's what she loved to do. She wanted to travel. When she came up, the last time I seen her had to be that Thursday because I believe they left that Friday. She came and got a bag from me to carry. And I said, I didn't even know nothing about the trip. Actually, I said, where y'all going? And she said she's going to Cabo. She's going with Khalil. And she said, Khalil, I didn't have no reason to feel no type of ill way about it. I thought I knew him. I said, okay, well then y'all have fun. I said, when she told me she was going to Cabo, I was like, dog, I said I wanted to go there for my birthday. And she was like, let's go. She was like, should we go again? I want to get ready to go for my birthday. And I was like, okay.
Wow. Yeah, sis was like, Gorilla, let's go.
Yeah, she said, let's go.
Oh my God. And I know you miss your sister so
I do. Our little conversations. And if the last couple of videos I put up for her, you can hear her say, you aggravate. You aggravate. That's what she used to always tell me, because I made it my business to aggravate her. But she loved it, you know?
Yeah.
She'd be like, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey, boo.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just, you know, I didn't go clubbing with them because it's I didn't party with her or nothing like that. I'm more like a mom/sister because it's a good 19 years in between us.
Oh.
She's only a year older than my son.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was my baby.
Yeah.
Was Shanquella your only sister?
That's my only sister, yeah. Wow.
And you know, just sitting here, you know, talking to you, you know, I think about my brother, you know, like that's my dog. That's him, me, my mom. We all we got. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, yeah.
And
I was just telling her, I said, man, we need to start doing more stuff with mom. Like she like it when we all together, me, her, and my mom.
Yeah.
And look at this, because I'm telling her this because mom getting older.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look at this.
Yeah. Wow.
Whew, man.
I know, sis. I'm just. It's like, who do you trust? And I'm telling people, like, people try to talk about.
You got to. I ain't even gonna say you got to be a good judge of character nowadays because your own family can turn on you.
Yes.
But there's no way in hell, and what I mean by that, there's no way right now, well, before this, that my mom would think my BFF would do something to me out of town and not come back and tell her what actually happened.
The truth.
And her mama, I know feel the same way. There's no way that she would think I would come back and tell her a lie about what happened to her child.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Let me ask you this. I know Khalil had kept coming back to the house, and his mom would come with him too, right?
His mom would come. He stopped coming by himself. He would bring his mom. Ooh. And that's that hoping no nothing happen. Or mom, come with me in case they know something now.
Wow.
Type of stuff.
But did
that's the only reason I could think of.
Yeah, right. But did she?
But one time though, he didn't come. She was talking about taking him to the hospital. He had gotten sick. Well, now we know why you was sick.
Yeah. Sick with guilt.
It was eating him up.
It's eating him up. I know it's really eating him up now.
It's really eating him up now. So the mom didn't even. You came over to my house, but you ain't called. She ain't called and reach out or nothing either.
No, shit. Why would she?
Right.
We'd be like, tell your son to go tell the truth. He need to speak to somebody.
Yeah.
CMPD, FBI. Ain't no need to call us if you ain't trying to help us. Ain't no need to send no condolence.
Yeah.
And your child was involved with it.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I would at least, you know, sometimes, you know.
You would think you'd been like, I would tell my son, you need to go ahead and tell the truth.
But those mothers, you know, some of them be very narcissistic too, and they just make excuses for their sons and, you know, make excuses for them and, you know, uphold them in their wrongness for real. So, wow.
Yes, and you would have
thought
need to
go ahead and let them and let them know what happened to to their child.
Yes.
Go talk to somebody and tell somebody what happened. Some go talk to the law, let them know.
But don't protect them.
Yeah. And you would have thought that that's what she would have probably called and said.
Right, because just like we saying that they good friends, the mama know that.
Yeah, she know that.
She done been, my sister done been on trips with his family and his mom.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And I just feel like I was saying, like, girl, you could at least call and said, I told my son whatever happened, he need to tell y'all the truth.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even call and give that courtesy.
Yes. Let the family know you on the side of right.
I done told Khalil to tell what happened.
Yes.
I don't know what, but I'm trying to find out what's going on. And I'm gonna keep like y'all ain't do none of that.
Yeah.
Mama did none of that.
Nothing.
My mama would have never. Now my mama's gonna cover me and stuff, but she ain't gonna cover me.
But some stuff is just no. Come on.
Yeah, some stuff.
And you see all this stuff going on. I'm sure she'll aware of the video. Somebody done told her.
Oh yeah. Just like we saw it, she'd seen it too. All they people didn't seen it. All their people have seen it, and everybody who is upholding them and protecting them, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all too. Hope y'all reap what you're sowing, because these are some very negative energy that you're sowing.
Somebody. If you're not looking at nothing, somebody done told you something.
Yep.
It's so crazy.
Wow.
Oh my God. So how was the rally? The rally was good?
The rally was good and much needed. I really enjoyed it.
So much love.
I really enjoyed it.
So much love from all over the world. People are just, whew, they are
it's really greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Appreciative.
Yeah.
We are.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has helped.
Yeah. It is helped. And we got to keep Shanquella name out there. We got to keep this family lifted up in prayer.
Yes.
You know, that God will strengthen them and
yes.
give them the courage and, you know, courageousness to just keep fighting. Because it's hard. I know
all
it's
of
hard.
us. Yeah.
I know it's hard. I don't feel your pain. Yeah. But I've stood by families and I've seen them fight. I've seen how some days it's hard to get out the bed. Some days it's hard to eat or to go to the gym or just to get out. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. I actually went to the gym yesterday. I felt good, and I couldn't I couldn't do it today.
Yeah, you
I wanted to stay in the house and not do nothing.
Yeah,
but you're doing something. You're talking right now.
Is there anything else you wanna say? Want to add that we might have missed or something?
No,
I know. I don't want to keep you long.
No. I want you to call me in the morning.
I sure will. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, sis. All right.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Courtney, thank you so much. That was an excellent suggested video there, and I'm grateful for that because we actually heard this from the family, the sister, Quilla, the sister, from her mouth, and that makes me feel a lot better about what we're doing over here. You know, what we're doing is helpful, and they want this. They are encouraging us to continue to demand and seek justice for Shanquella. So I'm feeling more empowered. Yeah, I don't know how about y'all. All right, so let's see here. Start reading a few more of these comments. Hey, Barbara Williams, welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. We can't let this all die down. We got to keep talking about it. It's a mind blower. Everybody is waiting on justice. They can't all get away with this. So true, so true, so true. Yes. And then, like I said, it was so disheartening to hear about, you know, how Mexico, you know, has their own problem. They're not really, you know, doing too much about their own problems, and that, you know, it may be a long time, if any, justice will come. So I'm hoping that this was planned and that we could get them from some kind of conspiracy or some type of law that they broke here, because it can't be this silly loophole that you can go unalive somebody in another country and then just get away with it and be like, oh, well, you know, it was in another country. You can't get me, you know, and then just come back here, you know. Something has to be done. Something has to be done. Rosalind Cameron said, I've never heard that as a slang. And I'm sure you're talking about the whole, we got our first body. Yeah, I agree. And then two, yeah. So it sounded like a plan to me. And from what I could see, it looked like that picture or that video was more in the daytime. And I thought they were playing the drinking game at night, right? Weren't they kind of doing the drinking game at night? So the body video when was that taken, right? I agree with you. And Tanika says, yes, Winter spoke on social media too. Okay, that's what I thought. Barbara Williams says, we got to keep talking about, okay, I think I already read that. Are we? Heartbreaking, yes. Thank you, Rosalind. So sad, definitely. All right, here's a new name. Shanquella Jackson. Wow, it's going to eat them alive until justice is done. Yes, hopefully they won't have no place to hide. Everywhere every rock that they try and crawl over, somebody's going to see them and go, look, Daejhanae over there. And then, look, and call them all out. So they'll have no peace on this here earth. No peace. Beverly Foster says, sorry to be late to the chat. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you for coming. You can get the replay. But I appreciate you for coming and showing up and giving those roses. Welcome, beautiful. Welcome, welcome. All right. Another new name. Marissa Stern says, damn shame people use this woman's death for 5 minutes of fame, putting their 2 cents in, and they don't know anything more than what they seen online like everybody else. So disrespectful to her and fam. Okay. Well, according to the family, they're wanting for us to continue to lift our voice and to continue to speak on this. So they are very grateful that we're talking about this. So thank you very much. Micah says, I hope it's eating his behind up. How he betrayed her was egregious. Yes. Thank you so much for adding that to my repertoire of vocabulary words. Thank you so much. Appreciate your comment. New comment too. Gin Juice. Gin Juice said there might be a rabbit hole. One of the Cabo 6 rats' sisters died the same day that Quilla was killed. Nazir mentioned Quilla as their first dead body. Maybe bottom of the story is deeper than we think. Maybe. I don't know. That's some spooky stuff here. Ooh, Rosalind says yes, because Kali's mother knows Quilla's family. She should stand up for what's right. Exactly. So many people don't. They just want to support, the people that they, their children. Shay W says, it's difficult to trust people. I can't. My family are my friends. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes family could be, even bigger enemies and stuff too. And then sometimes we may stay in abusive situations because it's family. One of the things that really used to break my heart when I would see, sometimes come into the hospital would be adult children still being abused by their parents. These were adults and they still getting abused by parents because they have such a mental block, such a trauma bond that they can't even get out of it, that they still continue in their adult life to allow their parents to abuse them. Yes. And Max says, I'm pretty sure Kali hasn't told his mother the truth either. Yeah, but his mama had to see the same videos that we saw, and we saw Kali on there talking about, Quilla, can you at least fight back? I'm sure she had to have seen that and heard that. So, his mama don't get no pass on that one. Once it comes out, whatever the reason for the attack is going to be something small and trivial. I don't know. That rage that the Daejhanae character came out with, I don't think it's small and trivial. I think it's something very deep, a deep something that, was very provocative to, or some type of induction or some type of something like this is, yeah. All right. Shalandra says her sister is talking. Yes. Yeah, that felt good to hear this from her sister and to hear her, saying for us to keep talking about it, because every other day or so I start feeling like, well, I don't, maybe it's time to, go ahead and move on. But then, this happens and more people, actually need this platform to talk and to, show their support and, their outrage at this whole thing. So, it's good. Okay, official Brandon Biden says, truth, more info, sweet anomaly, justice reigns, and Brandon Biden, my eyebrows look good, girl. Okay. All right. And say, Diane James says, why did they beat her? Exactly. Like no one really knows, no one knows. We did hear the Winter girl to say, or woman to say that, there were some rumors. Nobody knows for real. I'm not going to even try to speculate on that. Nobody knows. We're all thinking that it was because of jealousy and hatred, jealousy and envy, because Shanquella was, beautiful, smart. She had a business. She was very, she was doing it. She had money. She was ambitious, and, she was gorgeous, and they weren't. They had ugly personalities, which make them look ugly on the outside. So they were filled with ugly energy because of that. Barbara Williams says, we hear a lot online. What's up with the occult fraternity? Ooh, like sorority stuff going on. With the Starbucks icon, even the picture at the funeral half naked. Would Quilla wanted it at her funeral? Okay, I didn't see that. And I hadn't heard anything about occult fraternities. But it did seem kind of like ritualistic, right? With the one guy, doing the preview video about, the first body, like it was some type of a ritual and that they all had the cameras out like that, right? It just seemed like some type of, dark vampire movies chronicles or something. It just did seem something, Yeah. I don't know. Spooky. Yeah. Maybe I'll look off into that. Tamika says, good if the FBI picks it up here. The parents are now harboring fugitives. Yes. Let's put the pressure on the FBI and the Biden administration. Let's make real moves. Exactly. The sister was saying that too. Yes. So, yes. 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 I agree with you. And Diane Deere said, what do you think is the motive for the attack? Yeah, I just told you. I'm a little late on on getting these comments. Thank you, Diane. Tamika says, we are stronger than what we think. Yes, we are. And Barbara says, some mind-blowing stuff. Exactly. All right, official Brandon Biden says, Facebook page, justice reigns for Shanquella. Thank you. And Diane James says, what was the motive for the attack? Diane, we already told you. somebody shoot up, what you want us to keep on. Okay, let me see if I can find a video with somebody telling the motive of the attack. We coming in for a landing here. See, Marissa says, gossip live, shaking my damn head, put shoes on another foot. Would y'all like to hear everybody sitting up on social media talking about your daughter's death when they don't even know what they're talking? Have some respect. All right. So here's another person with these negative comments. Like, why are you even worried? We have 113 people in the chat that are here to continue to say justice for Shanquella and to lift our voices. And we just heard that the sister, who also spoke for the mother, said that they want us to do this. So shame on you for trying to shame people for stopping this. Shame on you. Go find something to do. Beverly Foster says, I don't think that they went there to celebrate Nazir's birthday. I think the authorities are being quiet because they suspect something macabre about this. Why was Nazir late for his own party? Yeah, I felt like he was trying to put him an alibi together. You know what I mean? He had his alibi to say, like, you know, to be removed from it. He was trying to distance himself from the situation. What it seems like. Marissa. All right, so see, Courtney says that video was taken after they had got drunk. I believe Juro had said. Okay, thank you, Courtney. Thank you. And Tamika says, if King did it well, damn it, we march to the White House until justice is served. His dream was for freedom. Let's free her soul to rest in peace. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate that. Let's see, I need to put in some more support here. I appreciate that comment. Very, very kind. Ken Clark says, nowhere to run, baby. Nowhere to hide. Thank you. And official Brandon Biden says, Allen Robinson, Star Bank Pizza King. The truth will set U.S. free. Okay, thank you so much. And Diane says, they don't have a conscience. They visited Shanquella's mother daily until they found out her cause of death was spinal break. Yes, exactly. That makes it feel even more like, how could you be around the people like that? You know what I mean? How, cold, that you could be around the parents, the family, and knowing that you're responsible or you know what happened to their loved ones. Shame on them. Yes. Hey, Ree. She says, hey to everybody. Welcome back, Ree. It's still Bloom. All right. We're getting some more greetings up in there. Beverly Foster says 2 people had recent deaths and both left their families to go on trips. Wow. They could have postponed it. Wow. Shay said it would seem like the FBI would have some type of jurisdiction since an American citizen unalived an American citizen. I agree with you. It seems like this is just a silly little loophole, that, really can't be. But again, like a few streams ago, we were thinking that once we started breaking down what's happening over there in Mexico, how, maybe people that plan to do these kind of things, actually plan to do these kind of things. And they already have it set up where they're going to go over there, do this there, and then come back over here where they can't be prosecuted for something that was done over there. So, there's a lot of negative people out there doing these kind of things. All right. And Shalandra says, Nazir had 4 family members that passed away the same day and also still went to Cabo. Yeah, that's pretty interesting too, right? I know usually you'd be like, I'm gonna have to, 4 in one day. So like, what was this, some kind of a ritual or something like that? I know, like that is kind of odd, it's kind of odd. Jinju says, I know I be cutting up. I'll fall back. It's just that I hate those 6 rats. You're good, Jinju. I like you. You were edgy, but like I said, sometimes I need to read you on the side first before I put it up there. But it's all good. I don't mind putting up any of these comments, even the ones that I disagree with, because like I said, I'm okay with, having a voice, but I also want to highlight too, when you see the voices of people saying those kind of things, that these are the red flags to be aware of, the people that try to distract you or to try to shame you for doing something noble, right? To try to make you feel bad about doing something like that. When we've, clearly we are all getting something out of this. This is comforting for us because, a lot of us have got situations in our own families where we have been affected by this, some kind of way where, we all come in contact with, a femicide or some type of abuse that we even ourselves have received too, especially us Gen Xers, that's how we got down back in the day. Back in the day, us Gen Xers, we were born into abuse, right? We were born into abuse because, of course, our parents got it worse. So each generation, we get a little bit better as far as like this abuse, but it's still up to us to break the cycles by healing ourselves, right? So we got to find the balance on this thing here. So I appreciate you, Gen Juice. You keep the chat rocking pretty good. Diane says, they are not upset. They are only worried. Yes, they're only worried they will get caught. The FBI has a standing reward. Turn them in. They do? I did not know that. Allegedly, yes, exactly. I thought I was going to say, because remember the FBI, is supposed to be in all this stuff over in this Interpol, and they're supposed to be being detained to be extradited and all this stuff. And we've seen that these were all just fluff statements to keep everybody distracted. Yes. Gen Juice, I'm with you. Let's see. And Diane says, turn on the Cabo 6 for the reward money. If there's some reward money, I'm pretty sure people will turn on them for no money, just for the the fact that they were able to, turn them in. It'll be pay alone. Yep. And see, Barbara says, spooky stuff is right. Rituals. I got a feeling some wicked stuff is going to come out to the light. I agree with you. And one of the other reasons why I think too is because when this thing first happened, it it took off like a skyrocket, and so many people started to attract attention, like this was getting big, and everybody was talking about it, like outrage and demanding justice and stuff. And then all of a sudden it was like, somebody poured some water on the fire. They gave us more stories and distractions, and then to try to disperse and dilute and tone it down, because more and more stuff started coming out. People started questioning the gender of Daejhanae, and it kept coming out and all this stuff. And then we went down this road here, and then they started, announcing that it was a femicide. A femicide was a new term for a lot of us, and we looking into the definition. We realized that it's, supposed to be, a crime committed by men towards women because they're women and stuff like that. So we start finding out more stuff, finding out that Mexico has a special place, a special camp for ex-transgender sex workers and stuff, where they can go and be safe and stuff. So it was all these little dots that are being put together and stuff, so that now, the Shanquella Robinson doesn't even pop up in the search, doesn't pop up in the search. So yes, there's some spooky stuff going on. I agree. All right. Official Brandon Biden said, it's the girlfriend. It's the girlfriend. You see, thank you. Great show. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Diane. Yes, we got some thumbs up. Can we get a few more thumbs up, please, y'all? We have 63 thumbs up and 121 people in the chat. And I appreciate all of the new subscribers, newcomers. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It's new. We're just growing here, and we're growing with love. We're growing with healing and help for people and stuff here. The channel is dedicated to victims becoming survivors, because like I said before, we can't help the fact if you were victimized. I can't help that I was victimized. It was done to me. There's nothing I could do about it. But if you are still here, that means that you have the potential to be a survivor. So it's up to you to choose to stop being a victim and get the lesson in what you need to get out of it so you can heal yourself and become a survivor. And then that'll help you to be able to help other people. All righty. Welcoming all the new people here. Thank you, official Brandon Biden, all your engagement here. It was much deeper than that girlfriend. Yeah. I think, this is deep. It's going to be super deep, and it's got a lot of history behind it too, because it was super easy for them to get those alibis together and super easy for them to do that and get away with it, because if it hadn't been for social media and somebody leaking the video, they would have gotten away with that. And two, if it hadn't been for the fact that Shanquella's family had the resources to be able to bring her body back over here, sometimes when people lose a loved one, they may not even have the money for the final arrangements, let alone an additional, $6,000 to recover, to, bring a body back from out of the country. So they were probably counting on, her body being left over there. Like that. It was a case, I can't remember. But anyway, years ago where this young person went vacationing and over, I think, Bermuda or someplace, and was left over there, body left over there and never, was recovered or something like that. But super, super, super sad. But it just lets you think, like, maybe this is a thing. Like, maybe this is a thing because people have been doing it. And like now it's just been exposed. And that might be the reason why they're trying to keep us hushed, because if this is exposed, then it's going to expose maybe some other things that's happening too, maybe just the tip of the iceberg. All right. And Rosalind says, at Barbara Williams, I heard about the rituals and the Starbucks icon, the father's bracelet, and so on Manson. I ain't heard nothing about no Starbucks ritual. But I was always suspicious of Starbucks. They kind of came and just kind of swept and took over and stuff. And then too, weren't they highlighted in the Fight Club? Yeah, I'm just talking. Ken Clark says they can do they rituals right in hell where they going. Yes. And Micah says, I could be wrong. I could have sworn I heard Daejhanae say something about Quilla talking all that. Yeah, I heard that too. I'm tired of yo, or something like that, with the eruption of the rage. It was something along those lines. That sounds familiar too. I in agreement with you on that one. Official Brandon Biden says things will be brought to light. Yes, and that's what we are here standing in agreement with, that they will be brought to light. And that's why we're still talking about it. And yes, we are talking about it. Yes, we are talking about it. We are talking about it. We're talking about it. We're going to keep on talking about it. Not going to be shamed. Like I said, we don't do moments of silence over here. We do moments of speaking out the names. Barbara Williams says, whatever this was about, Quilla shouldn't have to die. Exactly. Unless it was some type of a sacrifice for some type of ritual. Who knows? Jacqueline Alexander, our new name. It's being reported that it was not Winter in that phone call and no proof. Okay. You see, he knows. Rosalind says the motive could have been anything. When people are jealous, they don't need a motive. They are full of hate. Exactly. That's what I was saying too. Jealous is an envious, very dark energy and can turn deadly at any moment. Jinju says, I just dismissed that troll. Thank you. We ain't got time for that mess. Yeah, let me make. You got your rants, Jen? Yeah, you do. Thank you, Jen Juice. Yeah, but y'all, I appreciate that. I appreciate that too. And y'all see, I'm trying to be really fair here. Like, I'm not about like if somebody has a different opinion, but you know, at one point, okay, we didn't heard your thing and you still sitting up here trying to be negative when you the only one feeling that way. We still growing in numbers here. So go ahead. Thank you so much, Jen Juice. Yes, that's how we get down. Reed says, justice for Shanquella, saying her name so that we can get justice. Thank you. Justice for Shanquella. Yes. Thank you, Reed. And Tamika says, trolls, trolls, trolls. Beat it, troll. Thank you. Let me see here. Tamika got a wrench. Let me get you a wrench too, Tamika. Let me find you over here. Yes, I appreciate y'all. I love my chat here. Y'all, my beauties, man. Beauties be having my back up in here. And you know, we show love, we show support, but we definitely, here we go. Tamika has been knighted a wrench. Thank you so much, Tamika. See, Jacqueline Alexander says her mom said she didn't recognize the voice asking if Shanquella could fight back. Asked Khalid. Oh, okay. Perhaps that was Malik asking if she could fight back. That's a good comment right there. That's true. And that's true. Yep. Because they were saying that the person that was talking we saw had a beard. So I'm not sure if the other gentleman had a beard too. Malik. Good point though. Good comment, Jacqueline. Appreciate that. And Diane says the FBI has a standing reward. If you know where they are, turn them in for the reward money. Turn in the Cabo 6. You don't have to give your name. Y'all hear that? Barbara Williams says, I surely believe jealousy was the biggest motive. Quilla had a lot going on. We will rest when the family gets justice for Shanquella, but not until justice is served. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you for your comment and, standing strong and saying that. Official Brandon Biden says, I was asleep in the U.S. when it happened. My spirit was with her. Hers was with me, was with mine. We were together in spirit when it happened. She's somebody's daughter. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Dave, he's still here. Dave says, great job covering this topic. Thank you so much, David. And you actually had a question the last time you was up here, but you had already got off before I got down to your question. I sure appreciate you for that, David. And Tamika says, right, Nazir and Elise both lost family members the same week. Elise's sister and his 4 people. I love Jen Juice. You have me crying my makeup off. We need to heal each other and get justice. Yes, thank you. I know I'm loving the chat. I'm so grateful too that y'all getting along and everybody, that we working together and we building a community over here. That's what we're doing. We're building a community, and that's what we're doing here. And Diane says, thank you for your platform. Thank you for caring. We have to support Shanquilla's family. Thank y'all so much. Every time I hear this, it just keeps, encouraging me that I'm going in the right direction and to continue on, putting out this information and not let any of these trolls try to shame me or make me feel quiet or make me feel like I, don't need to talk about this anymore. It's exactly what they want us to do. So thank y'all so much for the love and support. And Tanika says, this whole dilemma brings out our most primal feelings of anger. Primal feeling anger. That's true. Hey, JP6, I ain't seen you in a little minute. I hope this girl gets justice, a reward or a bounty. Yes. Welcome back. And Beverly Foster says, how are you going to celebrate a birthday, celebrate your life when you have all of these family members deceased? I call BS. I agree with you. That's a lot, right? I mean, I can see one and maybe like, well, I already booked the trip or, that was just my second cousin. We really wasn't that close. But still, even that, like you would be there for your family too. Like I don't see, going over, like he was saying, we going ATV, two-wheel drive. We doing all this stuff. He was, I don't remember all the stuff, but he was just naming off stuff and adventures and all this fun. And even the mother said, my son was going there to have fun. Yeah, I agree with you, Beverly. BS. Barbara says, you are doing a good service by talking about this. Voice need to be heard or nothing will get done. Thank you very much. And as a retired nurse, we are patient advocates. We are advocates. That's what we do. So that's why I'm doing it. And it's my right to do it as the nurse. And that's what nurses do. We speak up, we speak out. Yeah, we're supposed to report this abuse. Hey there. Hey, Auntie Mo. How you doing? Welcome back. And Tamika says, I didn't know that either. They waiting on Cabo. Yes. JP6 says, God will have his day of reckoning. Their day is coming. Exactly. And that's why we continue on being strong in this situation here. You see, good night. I'm up at 6 a.m. Thank you so much and for showing your support. Yeah, I'm usually a 6 a.m. clubber too, but yes, thank you so much, David. And I did go live on my Treya channel earlier today, which I think you will be a tremendous fit for over there. We can use your expertise. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have another channel, the Real Estate Apostle, where I talk about money and all that good stuff, because if we were healing ourselves, healing your finances too, and being financially fit and secure really helps to put a lot of burden off of your shoulders and stuff like that, and it helps you to be able to think more clearly and keep your boundaries up, because you're working hard for that stuff here. See here. Barbie says, why are they running? You was bold enough to do the crime, be bold enough to do the time. That's right. Because back in my day, we say, don't do the time if you can't do the crime. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah. Don't do it. Y'all don't know it. Y'all know that in Beretta? Oh, let me stop dating myself and keep your eyes on the sparrow. Well. Woo, I don't remember all the words to that one though, but that was theme song from Beretta. And that dude actually was accused of a femicide too back in 1998 of unaliving his wife. Yeah. Yep, sure was. I can't remember what his real name was. But anyway, he played Beretta. He was an actor, played Beretta, and yeah. Okay, that just made me think about that. We said don't do time. All right. Tamika says that dark energy, the devil don't like the light. That's so true. That's why we got to keep shining the light. And that's how we get rid of them devils too, right? By shining that light. And Diane says that video of Daejhanae beating Shanquella was so violent, it shocked us. It breaks our hearts. Exactly. And that was the video that just really, had me to just be outspoken about it, because like I said, all my experience as a nurse, I saw the injury when it happened. And I knew then after that, when they started having all those rumors about a second video and someone body slammed her and all that stuff, I had to step up and say that is not true, because after she broke her neck and back, there's no way that someone could have picked her up and body slammed her. There's no way that someone could have grabbed her neck, because it was detached from the head like that. There's no way to grab this. We saw it flop off of her body. So there's no way that someone could grab and pick her up. And then two, she would have been dead weight. Lifting dead weight is extremely difficult. When I worked with the spinal cord injury patients, it was extremely difficult to, turn and reposition them because it was dead weight. Dead weight is difficult. And again, like I was saying, that's why I don't believe that they, dressed the body and moved the body and all that stuff. I don't think anybody had anything to do with that body afterwards because of the trauma that was on it. Like when we would receive the the trauma patients and stuff all broken up and banged up, it didn't feel good moving them, lifting them and stuff like that. I remember I was working in surgery and gunshot wounds, right? It feels yucky when you go to grab somebody and your finger slides off into a bullet hole or something, right? Or you go to pick up somebody and their arm, they was in a bad car accident and this arm is broken, right? The arm is broken in half, and you go to grab it and then it's a broken bone. Like that's you know, right? No one would have done anything to her because we saw how contorted her back was from the back break, and her head was off of the only thing that kept it on the body was that it was in the neck inside the skin. But you saw her head was like a bowling ball. It was detached from the body. So it would take a gifted, talented person to be okay with moving that body around. Like that wouldn't have happened. So all lies here. I've lost my space here. Let me find where I'm at here. Here. Okay, I did that one. Here, I'm right here. All right. ISTO. Okay, I don't know that one, y'all. Help me out. Young people words. JP6 says, if Shanquella was my daughter, I would be in prison. Yeah, I feel you on that. But like the family said, after the video surfaced, they ain't see them no more. So, they was smart. They was, knowing where not to go back to. All right, Baby 66, hey, welcome back. How you doing? You up late tonight? Baby 66 says, but we don't know whether or not at least one of them hasn't been detained. The feds don't give information, so it's possible they haven't denied anyone being detained. But the family said no one's been detained. So the feds will be in touch with the family. So we're saying that no one's detained because the family is stating that nobody's been detained. That's where we're getting that one from. And we going with the family on this one. Reed says, love the sincerity of your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. It feels good too. I feel like I'm a natural here. And I feel like I'm just being a nurse. Like it's more to nursing than just, doing things to people. We take a lot of psychology and we do render nursing care, as far as like teaching. This is big in nursing. We do teaching, patient advocate, we nurse the family too. Sometimes family needs to let things out and, we nurse to the whole family and stuff. So there's a lot of things with nursing. Nursing is a great career. And I always recommend nursing as a career for everybody and men too. Right. So it's a lot of, men are starting to get off into nursing, but nursing is an awesome field to get into. Can have many years of longevity. It's a portable career. You can move to different states. You can do different things with it. Travel nursing is a big thing. Anyway, I love nursing. It was the only thing that I've ever wanted to do. And since I was a wee little girl. Beverly Foster says, we need to make femicide a law in the U.S. because many women here are murked the same way. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And then too, I was watching something the other day, how these women that are in these abusive relationships for many years and they have this battered wife syndrome, they giving them women like serious time when they do snap and, take out these abusers and stuff. It's super sad that they, convict them of murder and all that stuff when, yeah. It's super sad, but I agree with you on that too. So that's something definitely we could keep on discussing until we actually get something together. The people that know more about this legal stuff, everybody putting in their expertise, their field, their what you do. If you know something, if you work in law or something like that, or in some type of government where you know how to get these things done, all that stuff, drop all that stuff in the chat so we can work together. I'm coming in with my nursing perspective and stuff like that. So we all putting in together. We all in this together. Janice Bird, hello, welcome, new name here. Thanks for the follow-up prayer for Shanquella and her family. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comment, Janice. And welcome to the channel here. Please, y'all, hit the like button for me on your way in here. Or here we go. More thumbs up. Thank you, Tanika. Jinju says at Tanika Booker, but instead of staying home to grieve for their family, they decided to go and murder Quilla. Love you too, sis, and please don't cry. I hope it's happy tears. Hope it's waterproof makeup. Yes. Most of this stuff too, y'all, is tears of joy. Excuse me. Yes. JP6 says, and that makes me mad because it was a setup. It sure sounds like one. And one of the other reasons why I felt like it was a setup because of how everything was staged, right? Even, even like from the comment, right? So to me, I felt like it was a setup because of the whole drinking game. I felt like the reason why they wanted to document the drinking game so it will make the lie of the alcohol poison sound more credible, right? See, look at it. We've got pictures and videotapes of us drinking at the cooking at the dinner, drinking, then they playing the drinking game so it can be more believable when they say, oh, she died of alcohol poison. Y'all saw the video, right? She was down there drinking and she was, played the drinking game. And that's what caused it. So they were going to, try to link it up to that. They got the video evidence, the proof. See, we was drinking all night. We played the drinking game and, that's how it happened. So it feels like they were trying to set the stage for their story. So it'd be more believable. And official Brandon Biden says they were girls, girls, not girls. Okay. And girls, not girls. Okay, gotcha. And Beverly Foster says, something tells me that the truth about this case is going to be sicker than any of us can imagine. I know I'm, a little, worried about what we're going to find out here. Yeah, I feel you on that. I sincerely do. Yeah. All right. Shay says, I just subscribed. I love your energy. You are very beautiful. I put the very in there. You have a beautiful spirit. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope these chicks get what's coming to them. I agree. Yep. Reaping what you sow. Big time. Rosalind says, she said, I'm sick of yo ish to Quilla. Yeah, I thought I remembered hearing that too. I really do. You see, Jinju says, how can a person's success, beauty, talent drive you to be this envious and jealous? Pure demonic. Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's so super important to be aware of that, because oftentimes the person that is successful, beautiful, and talent, it's just natural for them. They this is what they do. This is how it is. I'm beautiful, I'm successful, I got the thing. So you're not thinking that, people are jealous of you because, this just you just being you. And you think that because, you being you and you're being generous, that why would anybody be jealous of you? Like, why be jealous of me when you can do and have the same thing that I have? Just like what I'm doing, you can do it too. It's not like it's just, I have the patent on it. you can do it too. There's no reason to be jealous, but you can't explain that to a jealous person because it's a wicked spirit, and they're not going to be rational about it. The more generous you are to that person that's jealous, they're going to get more and more angry because they're going to think that you are trying to show off. And so that's why they want to do things to end you, to stop you from doing all that stuff. Okay. Yes. We pray and stand in agreement. This will be brought to light. Amen. Yes. Thank you so much for that beautiful prayer. JP6 says that drag queen will have her chance for exercise in prison. There we go again. Look at that word. Beverly Foster says, how can I donate to your channel? I've never done this before. Oh, okay. Well, since I'm in the queue for the monetization. However, I do have a PayPal, and I will drop the link here in a Cash App too. I will drop the link for both of those and for you, Beverly Foster, either one. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Let me see. Let me go ahead and find that over here. I appreciate that. That is so generous of you to inquire about how to support the channel. And I will give you an opportunity to do that right there. Did I do it? I don't know if I did it or not. Let me try it again. Paste. Oh, I did. I'm just so far behind on here. Here it is right there. We will pin it to the chat. Thank you so much, Beverly. I appreciate your inquiring about it. Great show tonight. Thank you. And again, yesterday I let the fear get to me, and I didn't come on. I didn't do it again. This is the second time in the last 2 weeks that I let the energy, the dark spirits, and all these people being negative, make me quiet or keep me quiet and stuff like that. And I'm just making sure. That's why I'm loving this feedback. I'm loving this feedback because it's just reminding me that, yes, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be talking about. And we're going to get some justice for this. JP6 says social media kept this case alive like a volcano. I agree. Yep, volcano. All right, Valdezi, what? Keep rocking it out all around natural beauty. I appreciate that. As long as we keep bringing attention to this, I think justice will be served faster. Thank you, Valdezi. I appreciate you for saying that. All right. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. My mastermind buddy there. Tamika says, Jinju's very happy tears. I love happiness. I love to smile. I love fun. And really, you remind me of my mom. She called a spade a spade. I think it's funny because it's the same reaction with my mom. Love. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Hey, Auntie Mo say, I love how open-minded you are. Yes, we have to be open-minded too. And I feel like that. I consider myself a pretty tolerant person and stuff like that too, because if you keep your mind closed, then what is the purpose of living, right? Because you have to keep your mind open so you can continue to grow, right? You'll be shutting yourself out for growth if you have a closed mind. Yes. Open minds are very, very good, very effective in growing. Jinju says, Willie D says, trolls are hoes. I just discovered Willie D today, a YouTube. I'm gonna play one of his videos. I wasn't expecting to get this long with the first video, but you just said that now. Willie D, I'm pretty positive that's the name of the person, the new I'm a new subscriber to Willie D, and yeah, I'm gonna get a few more of these little comments, and then oh my goodness, there's too many of them. I have to skip over some of these here. Okay, Roland says, jealousy isn't all about material things or money. People can bring jealous of your character. Yeah, exactly. Yes. prime example too, there's jealousy even in this whole little YouTube world too, because people could be jealous that, your channel is growing, and, or people are jealous that people like your character. Yeah. And so they'll just, try to hate on you with all kind of different things. Yes. People don't really need a real excuse to be jealous of you. They can be jealous for any little thing at all. Lessons out of this is to watch your company. Exactly. And like I said, look, listen, and feel for energy. I've told you before that energy is palpable. You can feel it. Like if someone was arguing in a room and you enter into the room, if they have already stopped arguing, you can still feel the tension in there. Like you can tell that there's some tension. Like nobody's even saying anything, but you can tell that they got beef. Like something happened, did I interrupt something? I can come back later. That kind of energy is out there. So yes, you have to make sure that you keep that radar on so you can check. And Beverly says, Nazir's mother is a humdinger, because there would be no way my son would have disrespected his family when unity is needed at all at times like this. Exactly. So it says a lot about his mother. Yes. And Baby Sis says, sing it, Sammy. Let's see here. Ginger says at Tamika, I remind you of your mom. So sweet. My mom is the same too. I guess I got her bluntness from her. Laugh out loud. I'm that friend that tells you what you don't want to hear. Your mom is. Yes, exactly. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to just, tell the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, but the truth will make you free. Let's see. Barbara says, when I heard she had frenemies from college, my first thought was wicked fraternity, a cult, wicked sorority. If you do something against a fraternity, you get hazing. Yeah, I never joined any of that kind of stuff. I was never part of that. But yeah. And like I said, the whole thing just seemed so, was, yeah. Rob Blake. Don't know it. Remember Beretta. Oh, I remember Beretta. Okay. You remember it? Oh, Robert Blake. Yeah, the actor. Thank you. Okay, gotcha. I'm so slow with these comments. So yeah. Thank y'all so much for here. Robert Blake. He got off too, right? Didn't he get off? He got off, yeah. Same way OJ got off. Oh yeah, I remember that when OJ had his little thing. Yeah. Anyway, let me see here. Robert Blake. And Max said, yes, you're right at Beretta. He took his wife to dinner, left her in the car parked in the alley to retrieve something he left in the restaurant. Then someone unalived her in the car. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and then but they had suspected him of it, but they couldn't prove it or whatever. So, yep, this femicide thing, y'all. Robert Williams, so true. Yes. Yes, Shanquella's neck was broken by Daejhanae. Shanquella's neck flopped over like a rag doll. She died 15 minutes after her neck injury. Exactly. All right, so let's see. Baby C says, I don't think they moved her from room to room either. They were more likely in a panic and ran out to plot out what to do. Exactly. It's not a fun feeling to see somebody expire, to see the person pass away, and it happened so fast. And, I'm pretty sure that, I don't think they moved her just because, like I said, it's not fun. When we would have to move the people that, was all broken up and, they got, that was never fun. You know, you have to find, it's like, where can I grab, you know, where can I grab to, you know, to move this person? Cause, you know, this arm is broken in half. Like, you know, it's, you know, this is flopping off. Like, you know, there's no, it doesn't feel comfortable. And I'm a trained professional. So imagine, you know, this just happened. You not, you know, you ain't cut out for that. You ain't about it. You're not gonna be about it. See, this is why I can't be a nurse. I would pass out seeing that stuff. Yeah, you get used to it after a while, though. But it may not be for everybody. Like a rag doll for sure. Thanks, Jen Juice. I like hanging in the group of kind you know, kind people, pure love and kindness, even if it's funny. I feel the same way. That's why I'm so grateful that, you know, we are bringing like-minded individuals here. She Rings. All right, new name here. Well, Elise is back at work and news reporters went by her job to question her. Nazir still posting on social media showing his guns. What? Angers me. They still walking around free going on with their lives. I agree with you, you know, that they're just walking around free like nothing happened. Yeah. Well, thank you for that update, She Reigns. I appreciate that. I think that's what Jero was saying, that they found out that Elise had a job or something like that. And so they were making sure that they made enough waves to make sure that wasn't able to keep the job. Diane says, it's up to the public to turn in the Cabo 6. Someone is hiding them. Jinju says, Nazir, the liar, got there around noon, not 2 p.m. His itinerary is online. Woo, it tells the time he landed in MST. What a jackass. Wow. Self-love and healing too. Exactly. Always got to heal yourself, and self-love and self-care too. All of those good things too. Like I had me a nice massage earlier today and felt very good. This was felt really good. I always make sure that I, you know, take time to get those massages and chiropractor, keep the back adjusted and all this stuff. The back spine is super important. Super important. Does a lot of things and carries a lot of stuff too. Barbie says she had 6 frenemies. I made that. All right, Jen. I knew Nazir was a little liar. Yeah. And nursing is my second career. Okay, cool. Good. Yep. It's never enough. I always need nurses. They said no one arrested. Being detained is different. And the feds don't always give information to the family. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope they detain Daejhanae. Yeah. I appreciate your hope. You see, you got to be special to be a nurse. Well, they say it take a special person, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like I said, since I was little, I always wanted to be a nurse. I remember I was 5 years old, and my first little boyfriend, Billy Barron, he used to have a booger nose all the time, little boogie nose all the time, and I used to have him lay his head in my lap, and I take a little Kleenex, and I would spend time almost like surgically removing the crust from his nose. Yeah, that was me. Yep. So, yep, I always wanted to be a nurse. And see, Baby Sis says, me hope they are detained as well. Yes, I agree with you. Beverly says, with you being a nurse, what do you think about the nurse at Emory that got fired for saying what they ick about patients on TikTok? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I haven't heard that. You know, I don't think that's right. I don't think, like, when I was actively nursing, any videos that I did about nursing really was, I was talking about my talking about patients at work and stuff like that. That's just disgusting. I didn't see this video that you're talking about, though. Let's see. But the nurse at Emory that got fired for saying what they think about patients on TikTok. I don't think you shouldn't be fired about saying what you think about. It's my, because I've made some joke videos about patients. I don't use names or anything like that. As long as you're keeping the person's privacy, I don't think you need to be fired about saying, what you think about these patients at work, because sometimes, especially nowadays, they've taken, leave these nurses alone. I'm so tired of nurses getting picked on and harassed about all this stuff here. It's sad. I hope nobody got, that's wrong. That's so sad. Yeah. Another reason why I was ready to get out of the game, because of this kind of little stuff. Nurses' hands are tied. And see, Baby Sis says, Still Bloom, I can't stand the thought of any of them not being locked up somewhere. I wish I never saw that video. I can't get it off my mind. I feel so bad for the family. I agree. And yes, I agree with you too. It was very hard to watch, especially, we know the outcome, and it's like, you want to, when you see the still shot of the, before the contact was made, you wish that you could just, go there and stop it or do something, or somebody stopped it or something like that. It's sad to know what the outcome is, and that, nobody is being held accountable for it. I think people need to be careful posting everything on TikTok. The nursing professions is always under scrutiny. Exactly. And, you're not supposed to. That, like I said before, when I was, actively working as a nurse, I have to be very careful about things that I said, especially if I was in my uniform, something like that, the talk, or, different words coming out of your mouth. You have to, be respectful. We do take a pledge, to do the right thing and stuff like that. So yes, some of those nurses are wrong, especially they're posting personal stuff about patients and things like that, or posting things about work at work. That should be off limits. And thank you for bringing some clarity to that too, so it's not just one-sided. Jinju says, Tamika Booker, it is the best way to go. Love always wins. However, some people are miserable and toxic and don't like happy people. Hence why I keep to myself with my success and hard work. Yes, because people will try to throw you off to mess up your success and hard work. Yep. Jen Juice is right. Here go a new name, Kim. I hope there is justice for Shanquella soon. These people weren't friends. Friends wouldn't do that to a friend. Exactly. And that's another reason why we're talking so much about knowing, these red flags and stuff, and knowing when people are really friends and really, or when people have bad feelings towards you. You want to know what it feels like, what a fake smile looks like, and how it feels when somebody really doesn't like you, so you're not walking around thinking things are cool and they are holding back, fury and rage on you and waiting for the moment to explode and say, I'm tired of you. So, that person had to have been showing some, signs of negative energy that may have went unnoticed too. So Baby Sis says, this whole thing is why I have a grand total of 0 friends, and I don't care if I ever have another one in this life. Wow. Yeah, I know that's sad, because I really, believe that that's exactly how these abusers want us to feel, like not to have friends, right? But it's important that we don't allow them to keep us isolated too. So, that because they're winning whenever we do that. When we isolate ourselves and we're not around people, we're not enriching our own lives, and these abusers are getting the victory. They're winning. Wow, because they're out there finding more victims. But if we are all in our own little isolation and stuff, we're not lifting our voices, and we're not being available to help somebody else, so. Oh yeah, there go my. I'm so far behind. All right, there's me Cash App there. Barbara Williams says they had it all planned out so well until they told on their told their own selves by recording it and putting it out on the internet. Great job, guys. Exactly. Dummies. The dumbest criminals. She Rain says, baby sis, that's part. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, I did that twice. All right. Do you think age has a lot to do with their lack of compassion? No, because even just the other day we were kind of talking about that one case where the 10-year-old killed his mother, shot her in the face because she didn't buy him some little virtual toy or something like that. And how these people that are just born bad like that are born with no empathy, no compassion. That's just in them because, you know, some people are just like that. Yeah. So I don't think it was their age because they can come in different age. There are some older people that don't have any compassion or empathy that, or have the capacity to do this kind of wickedness. And then we see that there can be some young people that do that too. So some people are just born bad seeds. Jinju says no Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok codes. These are breeded grounds for the Cabo 6 type of people. Hence why I only have YouTube. It's done crazy out there watching you to pounce and attack. Yeah. Diane says, keep up the great work. You are doing a super job. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate it. Yeah. And it feels good too. It feels good to, be in this group here, Gen X, and, talking to, because like I said, I'll be 52 tomorrow. And with age comes wisdom. And a lot of times, they change the history. But if you've been around, you was here for the actual thing, then you will know when they try to change the history up and give you some new stuff. You can be like, nope, that ain't how it happened. This what went down because I was there. I was there. And Jinju says, love me some Willie D. Okay, so you know what? Now y'all gonna make me stay up later. I'm gonna play. I think he got one quick one that I put on here. Let me see what my docs are looking like. Yeah, here we go. Willie D. Okay, so we're gonna do us a Willie D. Since he didn't got the name shout out here twice. And hopefully this is not a long one.
Chicoche has always been at the...
Sorry. Let me see here. This here is Willie D. And okay, it's a quick one. All right. This one is titled, let me share the screen. And thank you, Jen Juice, for bringing up this Willie D. And probably that's why the algorithm probably showed him to me is because of you, Jen Juice. All right, here we go. This your Willie D that you're talking about? All right, so Willie D. And this one is titled Shanquella's mother's shocking new allegation against her friend explains everything. All right, so this super quick one here.
After receiving a disturbing phone call that her 25-year-old daughter, Shanquella Robinson, may have had alcohol poisoning while vacationing with her so-called friends in Cabo, Mexico, Salamandra Robinson grew suspicious, considering a doctor had yet to examine her. Salamandra said she spoke with a male friend who said the doctor recommended that Shanquella be taken to a hospital, but the friends refused, saying the $5,000 fee was too expensive.
Ooh.
Salamandra then said her daughter had insurance, but the man retorted the facility only accepted cash. Salamandra then reports she received another call explaining that the ambulance had arrived and paramedics had attempted to resuscitate her daughter to no avail. This is what she said about the male caller who is reportedly her best friend. He said he was sorry that Shanquella had passed. Ooh. He wasn't even emotional, upset, or nothing about it. She continued, "It was nothing I could do. It's just my heart just crumbled. I couldn't even get to my child. She was 2,000 miles away." Mexican authorities later released the police report stating Shanquella died of cardiac arrest. Now check this out, man. This one gets real heavy.
Okay.
Salamandra, as she was grieving, received an anonymous call stating that they were over there fighting. I don't know why they are talking about alcohol poisoning. This is the call she got. This is what the caller is saying. When the friends got back to the U.S., specifically back home to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, they visited Salamandra. And Salamandra said they came in there and she confronted them about this so-called fight that had happened. And she said they were lying and crying. That ain't the biggest thing. She said these clowns were more fixated on what they were going to wear to her daughter's funeral.
Wow.
Talk about sociopaths.
Yes.
Good God. Salamandra says she questioned one of the friends who lived nearby, and he broke out in a sweat. She said he was sweating so bad.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Y'all see that?
It was like it was eating him up. I don't know, Fab. I don't think these people have a conscience.
Yeah.
So perhaps that was just another good acting job. That's cold-blooded, man.
Yeah. And a lot of these little psychopaths, narcopaths, they don't know like what the emotion is. So they're thinking that this is how people would be, like people will be sitting around discussing what they're going to wear to the funeral or something like that, or they should cry this way and stuff. Everything is staged. They think this is what, people would do. That's how you can always tell too. Like, if you watch those shows where, like the little murder mystery shows, the ID Network and stuff, you can always tell when the person is guilty because they always, when they call the 911, it's so over the top. Oh my God, someone come quick. And then usually when it's a real situation, the person, even if they are upset, it's not this hysterical type of talking, how they are giving story too. And take notes of that, because when it's when a person's telling the truth, they're not giving all these extra details. They're just telling, I came home and my mom's is bleeding from the face. They don't say, oh, my mom was just shot in the head. They don't know because they just see the situation. So that's how you can tell too when people are making up the stories, because they'll give too many details. A good lie always has to include a lot of details, and that's what these liars do. Get on back here and see what Willie D talking about.
That's a parent's worst nightmare. Is to receive a call that their child is missing or has been murdered. That's cold-blooded.
Yeah.
What evil, diabolical, uncivilized mutts.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like mutts.
Oh, they gonna get it, fam.
Gin Juice, he got mutts on your rats.
I'm confident that they're gonna be brought to justice. And it can't happen soon enough.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Shanquella Robinson.
Yes. All right. So that's our first little selection from Willie D. That wasn't bad. 3 minutes. I like how the brother talking there, and I like his background. Okay. So Jinju says, love me some Willie D. That's right. So we got him out there. That's my first time to see his channel and stuff like that. And there's some other videos too. I'm going to take some time and kind of look some more stuff he's got there. I like what he's doing so far. Good stuff. Baby Sis says, I'm glad there's no reckless commentary here. Too many channels going off the deep end with the conspiracy theories and rude comments about the bereaved family. I know what channels to avoid now. Thank you, baby sis. Yeah, we're just all about most of us here, we middle-aged people, I'm sorry, Gen X, I forgot, we don't like that word middle age. We Gen Xers, we come from a whole different school where we don't get down like that. We really most of us anyway are about peace and love and all that good stuff. Harmony. We trying to get free from the toxic people. Deidre Deso, new name. Thank you. Welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. Seems like to me they got rid of Shanquella before Nazir could arrive. I know, that's true. But I saw Khalil was the friend. And I don't know. Yeah, that is true though. Why did they do it before he got there? Interesting. And that's a new concept we just kind of put out there. Thank you, Deidre, for adding that to the chat here. Sage says these were actors and are famous. The Cabo Six are regular people. Reese says, reminds me of How to Get Away with Murder. Jinju says, it's weird people go on vacation to get over family death. Wow. Like how immune to sorrow are these people? And the way he was at that live, he didn't seem like he was sad enough to care his lost family. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even to just tell the story of, something like this was very, no, that happened. No, maybe back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. No, Shanquella didn't, no, the nurse didn't fight. When she was, it was all over the place. And you're absolutely right. There was no real emotion or true far as like, my friend, I just lost my friend. Yeah, I agree with you. It was very like, I'm just telling the story here. Here's a few details, and I didn't get a chance to have fun. It sounded very didn't sound too good. Tamika says, I never said nothing since I've been subscribed, but I had to identify my brother. And like you said, with the mouth and eye open, I cried so hard my other 6 siblings couldn't stop me from shaking. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, and to have to be the one to identify. That's super hard. Super hard. A sage says, mob justice, their asses, if seen in public. If I was American, I would be at their job stalking them until they crack. Wow. Thank you, Sage. Where are you coming from? Barbara says they didn't care about hurting her by moving her. They had to stage the body to make it look like it was a crime scene. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they had paid for their, alibi, what they were going to do, because it's a lot of work to move a dead body, a lot of work to move a paralyzed body, and it's extremely difficult to dress a body and an injured body, a traumatized body. That's what I meant as far as that. It would take a lot. It's a technique, to dress an adult body, and especially one that's paralyzed, and then that one was all injured too. So that's why I don't think they did all of that. I think they just came up, when they paid off the maid to come help them with their alibi and stuff like that. I don't think they did all of the, what they documented and stuff like that. I don't believe that they did that, because they gave them the alibi, so they weren't trying to stage a scene for them. They was letting them go. So I don't think they would have wasted the time or energy to, try to move the body and stuff. Hey, Christina Soulfly, you probably heard the news station cornered Elise at her job. No, but somebody else said that a little bit earlier in the chat. Wow, okay. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so we'll definitely throw that one in for tomorrow's live, because it's here, it's getting kind of late, and but I thank you for that. Black America, do something, round up those people and turn them in. Yes, y'all hear that? Right. And say, I don't think that should have been fire either. I don't think that should have been fire either. Let's see. Extreme Supply said, I don't want to see a nurse doing the good need grinding and scrub. Is that what they were doing? Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be disrespect to the uniform. Like back when I got my first license in 92, and you weren't supposed to, you even like you're not supposed to wear like a the uniform, you're not supposed to disgrace the uniform like that. You're not supposed to have one of those I guess like some people think, a nurse is supposed to be like a sexy, some sort of little nursing outfit. You're not supposed to wear that kind of stuff, like a little mini, the stripper nurse type thing. That's a no-no if you're a real nurse, not supposed to do that. So you're absolutely right, Christina Soulfly. You're not supposed to be doing the good details in your nursing scrubs. I agree with you on that. Yeah. I agree. Tamika said, I just found the video of them trying to talk to Winter today. Natural Beauty, I can see. Yeah, drop it in the chat. We're gonna pull that up. Thank you so much, Tamika. Let me get over here so I can find it, because I'm so far down. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see here. Let me scroll to the I'm far behind. Let's see here. Jinju says the fact that Nazir lost 4 family members, yet he still had the mindset to go celebrate his birthday, baffles me beyond belief. I agree with you. Yes. See, Elise put the video out to distance herself. Yep, I agree with that. I hopefully wish Shanquella would have listened to the song Smiling Faces Tells Lies by the singing group Undisputed Truth. Yeah. Awash Williams. Okay. Welcome back. I've seen your name before. The friends were not the only ones involved. I believe she was a sacrifice for Freemasons. Okay, yeah, we were talking earlier about, some possible rituals and stuff. So, yeah. I have that song in my playlist. Yeah. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kim. Appreciate it. All right. Some type of demons run deep. I couldn't have left my parents to party knowing I've just lost so much life in my own family. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday again from me. Thank you so much. Barbara Williams says, I'm coming from a family of nurses. People would like to know that nurses can be trusted to keep private matters very private. Trust me, nurses knows a lot about your bodies. Lock it down, nurses. Exactly. Thank you so much, Barbara. That's so true. Yeah. Be respectful. Checkered floor. Pilar's father with the bell bracket on. Color-coded clothes sacrifice. Are you talking about the this ritual thing? Oh, I'm a little bit lost there. Jinju says 52, you mean 42? Girl, better tell 52 to go somewhere else. Yes, go somewhere else. I'm real grateful too, though, really, to be this old, because we are living longer, and like I said, women, we get more valuable as we age, right? It's reverse for you men. Our value comes with age, right? And yeah. Luz Rivera says WBTV went to one of the Cabo 6 still working at her job. When they stepped to her, she drove off fast. That's what I'm saying. Like, they ain't gonna be able to stay around, because as soon as you get recognized, somebody gonna point you out. You're not gonna be able to work nowhere. You ain't gonna be safe nowhere on earth. You might as well go in and just tell them to take you away. Tell them you guilty. Let's see. Yep, so many symbols. Okay, that's what that was. Symbols. Happy birthday, beautiful queen. Thank you, Jen Juice. Appreciate it. All right. We all would like to know who was the one that snitched. We all heard that. Yeah. At least one of the Cabo 6 is working in the same job. Wow, okay. According to y'all, not anymore. Willie D always says uncivilized mutts. Okay, is that his term? I like that. Yep. Yep. I still believe all 6 of them belong in Mexico prison. Yeah, I agree they belong in. The only reason why I'm not too happy about the Mexican prison is because since Mexico is so, lenient, or, not really putting in much resources to, put their own people in prison, I don't see them really doing anything, or, making them serve the whole time, I don't know. I don't see them doing anything. I would prefer for them to get federal time, so they have to serve every moment of it. Every moment of it. Let's see. WBC TV went to her job, and I just seen the video right now. All right, let me see. Let me go on over here. Y'all not gonna let me sleep. All right, let me see here. Pull up a screen here. Let me close out some of these boxes first. All right, so if I do see the video, we're just gonna play that one, and then we're gonna call it a night. All right, so let me go over here to WBCTV. See what I can see. All right, so I'm on the WBC TV. I do not see any story on Shanquella. Oh, no, it would be on Elise, right? Let me see. Scroll back. I don't see it, y'all. Thank you, though. But we working on it. Someone notified WC. Did I got the right one up there? TV that one of the Cowboy 6 females is working at her job. They stepped to her, and she got in her car and left ASAP. So what the heck is going on? Why they not in jail? Because they don't have arrest warrants. No one is, they're not under any type of arrest. Thank you for the happy birthday. At least she's cooperating. I think I'm not Gen X, but Gen X are cool. Thank you so much. Exactly. We are cool. We the OGs, right? We the OG. We the kind of, I guess, the the test dummy kids. We were the latchkey kids. We were the the generation of the kids that parents was getting divorced and all that stuff. That's when it was starting to get really popular. Parents, we was getting divorced, and so we had to be latchkey kids because we were single parents. So then you had a key that you wore around your neck, like that was super safe. And you only had to be 6 or 7 years old in order to take care of yourself. No more babysitters was needed after age 5. We was doing it all. We were cooking, real meals too, right? And we had that key around our necks, and we were responsible to make sure that no one was able to get in. and all that good stuff. We had a lot of responsibility on us. We children of the 70s, these Gen Xers, right? And heaven forbid if your mama had more babies, you had to be a mama too, right? No more childhood for you. You got to watch them kids. That's a shame too. Any parents that do that make the younger siblings, the older siblings take care of your baby. You wrong for that. All you mamas that had y'all the older kids babysitting and doing all that stuff, wrong. Okay, Elise is working at her job like nothing happened. Exactly. That's the part that's boiling my blood too, you know. How do you even show your face at work? You know what I mean? How do people at work don't even say nothing? Like, you know, they should have been ratting her out. Let's see. Loves don't mean she ain't talking. Okay. Jinju says, new alert. Shanquella's case finally had a case number in Mexico. Please check out YouTube called Hell of a Chick. Oh my goodness, you guys. I just stumbled on that too. That was part of my thank you, Gin Juice. I think I got. Is it? Let me close out some of these. But I think I got that hell of a chick. Let me see here. You close that one up there. And see if this is here. You said close. No, that ain't it. All right. All right, one more check. Let me see if this is it. Nope. What did I do with it? All right, so I ain't got it. But I did see that name. I think I just subscribed to this person's channel too. Let me see if I'm gonna just click on it and find it here. All right, thank you so much here. And this was also a good person there. Hell of a chick. All right, let's type her in the search and see what she is talking about. Hell of a chick. All right, so here is hell of a chick. And okay, here we go. Yes, this was in my queue. I just watched it. Thank you, Gin Juice. All right, this was definitely something that I wanted to. I wanted us to watch. Let me pause it there. Share the screen. Here we go. This is our another first for us here. And this here is coming from Hell of a Chick, and it says Shanquella Robinson case finally gets a case number. So here we go. What about your friends?
That's good, guys. Today is Monday, December the 12th, 2022.
Okay.
This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I wanted to take a look at the Metropoli website where the journalist Gerardo Zuniga works. And when I went to look at their website, I noticed that they had done an article a few days back, less than a week ago, regarding Daejhanae Jackson, and I just missed it. So I apologize, but I'm going to cover it now. So let's see what they have to say.
Okay. She looks like a lady on that picture.
Now, Metropolitan came out with this article on December the 6th, 2022. I missed it. It's titled, "The Name of Daejhanae Jackson is Now Criminal File, J664/2022. J for Jackson, her last name. 664 would be the case number, and 2022 would be the year. It says the government of Mexico has taken precautionary measures so that the name of the murderer of Shanquella Robinson was not exposed to the media." It goes on to show this little snippet right here. And it's got Daejhanae with a ribbon running through her eyes with this specific wording: "Is presumed innocent until responsibility is declared by the judicial authority. Article
uh-oh.
13,
Sorry.
National Code of Criminal Procedures in Mexico. And that is how they have to address Daejhanae Jackson,
Okay.
according to the law in Mexico.
Oops. Quiet. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's okay. And we were told that too by, I think his name was Geraldo, the one Mexican reporter that we was interviewed by the lead attorney and Tissa Tells. All right, so Shirley Jones said, could you post numbers, names, address of suggested people for us to contact so that we can bombard them with justice for Shanquella Robinson? I don't have any of those things, but I'm pretty sure that I could copy paste some, and I will from the other videos that we watched. Some people have some of those things in there, and if you guys have any of those kind of things too, feel free to, we're a community here, and put them in there. Like you guys giving me these tips here, these leads from these different videos. Yes, definitely, we want to share as much information as possible. Thank you, Shirley Jones, for bringing that up there. I just seen the news right now saying they went to her job and she was there and she ran to her car and left. Wow. Tavia Jones, hey, welcome back. It wasn't Winter. It was the brown skin one they caught at the job. Elise, right? I think they were saying, somebody else said Elise. Let's see here. I have to occasionally dress patients who died all by myself. It's durable, trust me. They was desperate. She said it's doable. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Stop. All right, back to the share.
In this article, it says the name of Daejhanae Imani Jackson appears in file J664-2022, a case open for the femicide of Shanquella Robinson. When she steps on Mexican territory, the 25-year-old will have to answer for the horrific crime of her friend who was beaten to death on October the 29th, 2022, in a condominium of the Cabo Villas complex of this tourist destination. Goes on to say the criminal court of the Adversarial System in the Judicial District of Los Cabos issued an arrest warrant against Daejhanae Imani Jackson, formally charging her with the crime of femicide. On November the 21st, the Baja California Sur State Attorney General's office officially delivered the request to execute the arrest warrant for extradition purposes against Daejhanae Jackson. Now, here's how the process of international extradition law goes down. The State Attorney General's office has to deliver the request to the Republic Attorney General's office. The Attorney General of the Republic takes that documentation and assesses whether the evidence is declared admissible, and they decided that the evidence against Daejhanae Jackson is solid in this case. The Attorney General of the Republic then delivered the formal request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who then made the formal delivery to the U.S. government. But here's where it got a little tricky. It says after her arrest, as in it hasn't happened yet, the United States government will have 30 days to answer whether or not the extradition of the murderer of Shanquella Robinson, declared by the Mexican government as a fugitive from justice, proceeds. So it sounds like there she hasn't been detained or any of that. Now, what it's saying though is that the U.S. has 30 days to decide whether or not they're going to send Daejhanae Jackson to the Mexican government as she is a fugitive from justice there.
Wow.
This is also important. It says in the process of presentation of this file, the government of Mexico requested the U.S. government to take precautionary measures for two reasons. Number one, they were afraid she was a flight risk. Okay. The second reason was to guarantee her due process, to protect her rights.
Okay.
And here is the very very most important part of this. It is very important that the judicial system not expose the photograph of her arrest to avoid opening it to public opinion. Now, I don't know about down in Mexico, but the public sure has a strong opinion of her here. Probably not so much in Mexico, but most deaf here. We've got strong opinions regarding her. It goes on to say that Article 311 of the Penal Code of the state of Baja California Sur prohibits exposing the accused to the media in cases in which their arrest is carried out. And as most of us know, Mexico is under this new system. I think most channel holders have spoke about this.
Yeah, that's true.
With the new adversarial criminal justice system, the crime against the procurement and administration of justice in Mexico was created, and the following sanctions were established. Now listen to the fine and penalty for breaking this law about exposing the defendant or the accused to the media. Punishment of 3 to 7 years in prison and a fine of 200 to 500 days of salary.
What?
200 to 500 days of salary. Now that's to be imposed on public servants.
That's your 3 to 5 years.
Of, anything to do with justice in this case. So now it kind of makes more sense about the secretive part of it, because who wants to do 3 to 7 years in prison, Mexican prison, and who wants to pay 200 to 500 days of salary?
I know.
All for exposing that Daejhanae Jackson got arrested and letting the media get a picture of her.
Yeah.
Not me. Not me. It makes sense.
Wow.
It goes on to say detained persons may not be introduced to the media for any reason. When a controlled judge links a defendant to a criminal proceeding and the person is confined to prison, then the state attorney general's office can show a photograph of the accused or the detainee. But the accused must be wearing a black ribbon around their eyes, just like they showed Daejhanae Jackson, with the following writing. Very specific writing. Is presumed innocent until responsibility is declared by the judicial authority. Article 13 CNPP. So that's basically what this article said. I just wanted to drive home the point of what the punishment would be for a public servant who is carrying out justice in this case or working this.
I've got to stop right now and announce this generous cash app. Generous cash app from Tamika. Thank you so much, Tamika, and a happy birthday, Queen, for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tamika. I appreciate this generous, very generous cash app, Tamika. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna put my email in the chat here for the video for the other person. I sure appreciate you. Thank you so much. That feels so good. Let's see here. I'm just put my regular email down here. I don't know if I got this one hooked up to. Yeah, I do. All around attribute. Yeah. All around. Oh. At Gmail. There we go. For the email. Thank you so much for the for what y'all doing for me here on these videos and stuff.
This case, or doing anything in regards to justice in this case on the Mexican side, what would happen to them? 3 to 7 years in a Mexican prison and 200 to 500 days of salary. That's steep, guys. Yeah. That's steep. So I understand the secretive part of it. Okay.
Nobody's trying to
this turns out to
pay
be the case.
Price.
So it makes sense to me. It makes more sense, I should say. So I just wanted to bring this latest article from Metropolemics to you guys so that you could see it and understand it a little bit better. And I'm going to end the story on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. All right, that was a good video. So now at least we see that there's a real, Daejhanae has really been detained and all that good stuff. So it lets me believe too that when we heard, was it last week when we heard that? No, it was 2 weeks ago that, an arrest warrant was issued. So now, sounds like, the real thing has been happening. So I'm excited about that. And, feel good to have that kind of hope on there. Excellent. See, on YouTube is WBTV. Okay, we're going to try this one more time for Luz here. See, on YouTube, we scroll here, and it's just called WBTV. Okay, here goes some WBTV, Shanquella Robinson. Let's see if some pulls up. All right, so nothing is recent. Let me try this filter to make for today. Okay, here we do got some recent stuff. Okay, all right. Here's going to be one for you. Let's see here. What happened to Shanquella Robinson? Goes to High Point for answer. Or here's one, breaking news. This might be what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, this is it. I found it. I got it here. Let me pause. Oh no, this ain't it. This is I guess this must be, this is 2 hours ago, WBTV News, but it looks like they're talking about old stuff here. I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm looking at, then y'all could tell me which one is the right one. When I typed it up, these are the two stories that showed up. I put the WBTV, Shanquella Robinson, and then I put the filter for today, and these two showed up. I was going to click this one, but this here is not from the news thing. So we'll just try this one first.
As people nationwide continue to push for answers in the death of Shanquella Robinson. Tonight, only on WBTV News at 11.
Is this it, y'all?
We take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico. And that journey led us to High Point.
Oh.
WBTV's Brandon Hamilton has been breaking developments in this case since last month. He tracked down one of the people reportedly with her on that
I'll
trip
click
to
it in a
Cabo.
second.
Brandon, did you talk with them? What did you find out?
Sources take me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, we spoke quickly, but our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson. From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina. We're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson who received a tip.
Okay.
The address to see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country. It's the death of this Charlotte 25
what happened?
Has raised eyebrows nationwide. What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October when this viral video was taken. The source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. He was also given a name which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been either disconnected, no one's answering at their home addresses. So we just simply want to know again what happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock. A woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went. Hi, I'm work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella.
Bye.
She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything. And Molly, our entire conversation was more than 10 seconds. Also today, the FBI told me its investigation continues. Now, this is separate from an investigation by Mexican authorities. The prosecutor there in Mexico has issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed friend on that trip. Molly.
Tonight, as people nationwide
Wow, okay. That was a good tip there. Thanks, y'all. That was a good one there. Wow, okay. So, I'm feeling better. Feeling better about the whole thing. We just have to be patient. We just have to be patient, y'all. We have to be patient because, it's happening. It's coming up here. And I saw that over here. I just need to find it on this side. And we're going to click on Tamika's video here as soon as I locate it on this side. Let me see how far this is up. All right, so I'm gonna go here. Oh, I know. Highlight it over here. I will star it. Let's see if it stars over here. That was good news there, y'all. I don't know if y'all realized that was some good news there. See, Tamika, where is this video? Here we go. All right, here. I have located it. And this is going to be our final video, y'all, because it is 1 a.m. And I'm going to share the screen here with this one. And, or was that what we just saw? Let me just see here. I'm going to share the screen. All right, is this it here?
We've helped millions of creators improve their SEO to grow their YouTube channels.
TubeBuddy is a platform that helps you tonight as people nationwide continue to push for answers in the death of Shanquella Robinson. Tonight, only on WBTV News at 11, we take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico. And that journey led us to High Point. WBTV's Brandon Hamilton.
Oh, we just saw that, y'all.
This case since last month.
We just saw that one. Okay. Y'all agree, right? We just saw that one. So let me get off of this here. Since we saw it, I'm just going to see what other few comments we have here. I saw that there. Let's see. Got it all around attribute. They can't get rid of our light. God got us here working for his angel. Thank you so much. I totally feel that way too. And I'm grateful for all of y'all, lifting our voices together. We got a nice little choir over here. How we doing it? And look at my likes. It's right on the nose. 101 likes, 101 in the chat here. You're doing wonderful here. Let's see. Tamika Broker send you the website. Yes, we just saw it there. Thank y'all. I'm late getting down here, but we've already seen. Yep. Do we need another? Oh, you mean the reporter? But that's who I think that she was given the report from, right? Elise is the one that had her sunglasses hiding. Oh, okay. I can't get past Daejhanae's wide shoulders. Yeah. It's kind of obvious here. Dana Hall. Okay, new name. Welcome, Dana. Do anyone know if the Cabo 6 is working? Okay. Jinju says the reason why I can't find info on Daejhanae is because she is a him. Facts, 100%. Yeah, like I said, the gender keeps coming up. It keeps on coming up, and yeah. All right, Baby Sis says, and that's why they keep everything under wraps so they don't blow the case. Yeah, we see that now, so I'm really happy for that. Geraldo's going to jail too. Really? Oh, for talking? White Mercedes, newer model. At least jumped into. Yeah, I had noticed that too. I was getting ready to say something, but I didn't want to feel like I was hating on her ride. But yeah, so. What is that? Oh, that was my email. All right. Daejhanae is just a girl with a busted mug. She had a baby. Let's see. I linked it. I was able to get it to work. Blessings to you. Also, happy birthday. I thank you so much here. I'm keeping hope alive for the other 5 to get hauled in. they don't deserve to be walking around like nothing happened. I totally agree. And I think, it's going to happen. I think that's why, they haven't really said nothing. They're building a really solid case, make sure things stick. And that's it. Yep. I agree. Yeah. All righty. So we coming in for a landing. Everybody's in agreement here. That is what we just saw. Yeah. Okay. A YouTuber said they murdered Quilla because she confessed that she was the reason a guy was set up and killed that they all know. This is some BS. Exactly. We can all attest that that is totally not in, I had heard that too, that Quilla was supposedly had set somebody up and, all that, right? So usually when people, that kind of behavior, usually they don't have nothing going for themselves. You very rarely, seldom, if ever, see someone with so much going for themselves stooping to those kind of levels, putting themselves in positions, something like that. Like, that just didn't seem like her character. Like, I don't believe that either. I totally agree with you. Okay, yeah, exactly. I heard that too, Gin Juice. Yep. People are agreeing with that. We can tell just from the information that we have heard about Shanquella that's, she wouldn't do anything like that. She had too much going for herself. A business, she was smart. She was successful. She had too much going on herself to be bothered with setting somebody up. You can tell that she understood the whole process of doing good, doing well, and, blessings coming back to you by planting good seeds and reaping good things. So I don't see her doing anything silly like that. I love it. Thank you. I want to see that file with those genes. I don't know. The feds don't even knock until they get enough for a conviction. I think you're right on that, baby sis. Thank you so much. Enjoy your birthday. Wish you many more. God bless. I appreciate it. Thank you so much too. His flight landed at 12 noon, so it took you 3 hours to make it to the villa. Boy, bye. I agree, Gin Juice. Yes. BS from the start of the conversation. Exactly. Yes. Ooh, we did it. Gin Juice, the only truth Nazir told is that he flew to Mexico. Yes. Yes. So we can see that the story has been full of holes in there. And y'all, good morning. All right. So we've been going for more than 3 hours. And I'm just grateful for all the love and support I've been receiving. But I'm going to close out now so I can, have some time to get up in the morning and do this whole thing again. And I will see y'all tomorrow in another video. And thanks y'all too. And if y'all get any more of these little tips or leads or videos that y'all want to see, just drop them. Okay, I got me a new person. I got to shout it out here. Dwayne Smith, where is her phone? Think that will solve it. Was her phone missing? I didn't know anything about the phone being missing. All right, so we got some new mysteries up in there. That would be helpful if the phone isn't available. But yeah, so like I said, y'all come up with anything new that y'all want to see, and I appreciate too, like how this went tonight. I don't even think I picked any of the videos off of my sheet, so we've got some things we can look at too for tomorrow. Thank you so much, Nighty Sweetie. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Thank you and enjoy your birthday. I will. I've been enjoying it all week already. I like to try to celebrate for the whole part of the Sagittarius. Thank you so much. I appreciate it too. Thank you again for your super chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. They kept one of her 2 phones and they kept her purse. Yes, it's missing. Thank y'all. Great show and chat input. Thank you, MMAC, too, for all your input. Wow, I believe they kept her phone. I didn't know that. Okay. Cool. I believe they kept her phone. Okay, yeah. All right. She don't look like the type of person, that type of person to me. Exactly. I agree. All right. Night, night, Auntie Mo. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love. And also, again, put your mask on first before you try to help the person next to you. Peace.